see. This will have to work. I think this is going to be the good place for it. Hi, welcome back to Sin's Arcade, or welcome to Sin's Arcade. I am the Lord of Sin. This is back in Rimworld Console Edition on PlayStation 5. It's the PlayStation 4 version on PlayStation 5. I do have the Royalty DLC enabled. I do have both the Royalty and Ideology DLC, as you can see, but Ideology adds too much additional granularity that I really don't know that I want to deal with. So, let me try to get comfy here really quick. There we go. All right, there's that. You can see. Hey, afternoon. Welcome back. Welcome back, Sergeant Belson. 07. Thank you kindly. Hopefully the camera can get, I can't tell if I'm in a good spot, if you can see me or not. Give me just a moment, since you can see that I'm live. Give me just a moment to get the rest of the other stuff for the stream set up, and we'll get into it. And I'll go over what I've done here that you can see laid out. How you're having a phenomenal day out there. I appreciate everybody for showing up. I am moving this weekend, so I will be going to a new location. Excuse me, I can talk. But it's not a bad thing. And as of right now, the content will change a little bit. The content schedule, I mean, will change a little bit, but not very much. I have to focus more on videos. So videos are something I'm going to have to work on a lot more than I have in the past. Excuse me. And therefore, that means less live streams. Live streaming is fun. It's great. I love hanging out with you guys. I love spending time with you guys. But at the same token, live streaming takes a lot of energy out of me. And quite frankly, no offense, it's kind of lazy in its own way as far as the editing and everything else are concerned. Plus, as far as videos on demand, unless it's part of a playlist usually or something along those lines, people aren't going to want to just pop in and watch a video on demand for 3 or 4 hours. You know what I mean? That's 2 movies worth. That's crazy amounts. And at the right now, I don't have the capacity to go back and chop up my videos, my streams, into smaller videos and re-release them. I wish I could. I can't at the moment though. Trust me, it would make things a lot better, I think, overall. Make sure I choose the right thing. There we go. Give me just a moment longer. Thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate you. Now, I also am working on a couple of things now related to Rimworld. Namely, a tips and tricks video. And I've already got a very, very, very good script, I think, for that. Let's go in here and share this link really quick. I've got a really good script for a tips and tricks video, and I'm excited to be able to share with you guys that hopefully I can get that done this week and get it published and put out. That's the plan at least, so you'll have it. Hey, Sim Built Joe, what's up?
Please slap the like button for Sin.
So yeah, I'm hoping that I can have that released Friday in addition to another Rimworld stream next Friday. I know I'm talking a lot and yapping. Give me just a moment longer to get this set up. Oops, I forgot to post it in 3 places here. Come on, my Chromebook is so slow. It's so slow. Okay, you go there. Then this one.
Hey, Bill Joe.
Welcome in, Sim Bill Joe. You guys check him out. I don't think I have it set up yet. You may have to get a hold of me and let me know what the link to your channel is when you're ready. When you're ready, no offense. No pressure. Pressure. Under pressure. Anyway.
A7SGT Belson slightly
Look at
smiling
that
face.
look at that beautiful rig. What is that? Is that a Mac? Big old square block. Square chinned fella. That's a square chinned fella. I tells you what. Alright, so I may
I
have
will
made a
post
boo-boo.
in both yours and Delta Discord when you Scroob lets me start posting winking face.
Sounds like a plan. It sounds like a plan to me. I
Join the
appreciate you guys being here. I've
multi-discipline
already got my
Sins
chats
Arcade
up and running.
Discord.
I was going to try to
https
stream
colon
into
slash
Discord for
slash
members from
discord.gg slash
Zesty. I was going to
2FAV8BFN43.
try to stream
OMG I made an baked grinning face.
from the Chromebook into Discord. Um, but I don't think it could handle that. Plus, it's too there's not enough brightness. I don't have enough light onto
Zestykins.
me, and there's a
Slightly
part of me
smiling
that like
face.
I don't have a good
Zesty,
background.
please tell
So,
us you're at least
um,
wearing
yeah,
pants this
either way.
time. Grinning squinting
Anyway,
face.
welcome in Zesty, welcome in
SGT.
Sergeant
Grinning
Belson, and welcome
face.
in Simbil Joe.
Thank you for watching.
Why isn't
Your
Simbil
support means
Joe?
more than you know, even if you are not chatting. Don't be shy, the arcade abides.
You know
Oh
what?
seven.
No offense, I'm gonna
Yuck,
leave you not.
wearing leggings.
There you go.
I
Whoa.
swear.
All right, I swear. Anyway, so I don't recall if this is
High
where we
score.
last left off. Be flat out honest with you. I've been playing a lot of Rimworld
Listen up you
last
primitive
couple of
screw
days,
heads.
trying to focus through
Edgerino
some stuff
Zesty
in
is
my head,
trying to get a crew
trying to
together for a heist
formulate
against the
a
mega
tips and
core.
tricks video
Type.
of my own.
Heist, a moon.
Because again, I want
And we're
people
off
to
grinning
understand that
squinting
Rimworld
face.
is not a bad game at all on console. And if you cannot afford a PC, the PC version, or don't have a PC, then it's a great version. It's a phenomenal version. So I want to prove that I actually know what the hell I'm talking about too. Let's be honest. That all being said, this may or may not be the save that we last left off on, but I'm going to say that it is because we do have three people here and it's relatively brand new. So what I have done is I think I did this planning after the last stream was done. Um, this mining, actually, we can get rid of even that mining. We don't even need the mining right now. Technically, we don't need any of that mining. All right. So what I did is I used the planner, which if you hit L2, hold L2 down, it does look shifty. His name is Grumpus. Grumpus. Um, if you go in here and then it opens up your orders, like your architect and everything else like that. So if you go into your architect, go under orders,
Nice.
and then hit with the right and left stick. All you're doing is tapping left or right with the right stick. You go over to your planning, which you also have planning and remove planning. So what these squares are here are plan squares. This is where I want roughly, now this is going to change just like anything else, right? Just like City Skylines or anything else. Your plans are always going to change. You constantly run this stuff up here. He's angry. He's a little bitter. He's just a teensy tiny bit bitter. It's going to be okay. He's just bitter. All right. This is chunks. This is for stone blocks. So we can kind of try to keep these separate. However, this needs to dramatically grow because this is not enough space. We're going to have a lot, we have a lot more,
made it back from their solo heist with some
we have a lot more, even just them in this area. You want to try to, so tip number one, when you're planning out in general, now this is not something I'm clipping, I'm going to be doing this again, rewriting it. You've been robbed. Robbed ourselves, yeah, robbed.
Results, Zesty, 46. I
Um,
only have 46.
Can you guys hear me okay?
I've been
Am I too
robbed.
loud, too quiet? Is the game too loud, too quiet? Please inform me, let me know. So this is you plan out the area that you're going to kind of grow into, and then once that was drawn in, then I went over the top of it. All right, good. And you can see me okay? Do I need to move the camera at all? Should I move the camera? Let me move the camera. Camera options. Move camera display. There, this might.
Yup, you look great.
This might work. This will work. This will work. Hey, that does look a little bit better. Hi. How you guys doing today? Welcome back.
Welcome to the casino, Zesty. Might we comp you a room?
You're comping rooms now? Wait a second. On whose authority? Seriously. Whose authority? Whose authority are you comping the room under? Anyway, so now what we did is there was, here, let me do it this way. Let me go into this mode. I can't really, I have no cursor, regrettably, so it's hard for me to show you. But as you can see, there is some
Check the channel page for more playlists and
building
the
pieces
Adventures
that were here.
Contained
So I
wiki.
just built onto those building pieces. Technically, I should have made this closer to 17 by 17, but here's the thing. We're going to, as much as we need these, actually I'm going to get rid of this. No, I do need somebody to do some stone cutting. So the other thing we're going to do is we're going to have to put down, this is super, super important, a research table as quickly as possible. That way you don't lose it. In fact, we could even have it, if you're going to have the electricity, we're going to try to at least, we're going to have that right here as well.
Close.
And then we're going to grab, because we don't have simple chairs, oops, I'm going to go open it into architect, over to furniture, to the
Code
right tab once
205,
over, and
Zestabloat.
put a dining room chair, which is better than
Max
nothing,
January
down.
5th,
That way you can sit
2025.
down on that if you need to.
Join the
These probably
multi-discipline
shouldn't
Sins
even be built
Arcade
either.
Discord.
These should be chairs.
450
Since
plus
we have
members.
enough wood and the people that we have fairly decent construction capabilities, trying to keep it, you go here, you go there, you go here,
Grinning squinting face.
chickadee
Thank you
China,
for
the
watching.
Chinese chicken. Hey, maybe
Your
that might work.
support
How many
means
how
more
many of
than
these
you
can we put
know,
over here?
even if you are not chatting.
How many?
Don't be shy, the arcade
We're going to
abides.
keep these buildings that are the
07.
buildings are already here.
Like.
These are beds. This is
Self.
dresser. These are
Please slap the like button
end
to
tables
sin.
for the bed. This is a large marble steel stele that we're going to
Sin
be
Ducky here.
breaking down. Hey, Ducky, welcome back. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I apologize sincerely, guys. All right, so we're going to choose, go back into our thing and use the hall things icon, hall things here. Now I marked this out because this is roughly the size of one of the geothermal. This is going to take a little bit of time for us to get to, but I'm hoping that we can get to that soon. This is our our wood fire stove basically, and that's going to be powering our electricity. We're doing a small electricity print here. I think you can go out to 6 squares away from any of where the conduit runs. So if you can see, the wall has what looks like the conduit running through it. It's because when these are built in, like this one for example, that's the conduit running through it. Let's go ahead. Now I'm also not going to do this in fast speed. I'm going to do it in slow speed. I want to be able to pay attention to everything that's going on. I have learned a lot, and really like, I don't know, mentally. I did the same thing for Star Traders Frontiers because of the way Star Traders Frontiers gives you information, gives you stuff to work with, but doesn't exactly hold your hand 100% of the time.
You don't have any slackers this go round, do you?
Okay, so let's talk about that really quick too. Let's go ahead and pause the game back up. Going into opening your menu and then hitting the X on for PlayStation, or it would be the A on Xbox. I think, is this even on Xbox? I think it is. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. Consider subscribing. So you're gonna open the menu for the
Didn't think
colony.
you were streaming today. Just got the YouTube notice. Hi,
Gotcha.
Chat.
I appreciate you being here, Sheep. Thank you so much. You guys check out NT Sheep. Appreciate you. All right, so we're in the colony menu. We're going to go look at everybody's work schedule.
Hey, Sheep waving hand. Check out this crazy, wonderful new creator.
I think any of the threes, I'm just going to pull them off unless, or completely get them off the market, especially if they have horrible skills to go along with it. There's a method to my madness. You either roll 1 or a 2. So this one would be a 2. It means it's not a higher priority, it's a high priority but not a top priority. Because the 3s don't seem to work very well. Alright, so these are going to go off as well. Mining 3, you can go to a 2. Alright, for plant cutting, well, plant cutting everybody's going to eventually have to do, so there's no way around that. I always set growing and plant cutting to 1, unless we need to. So for example, like I can go here and go up 1 this way so that these go down. And those are automatically 2s. And that's the way you're going to want it because you can shift with R1 and R2 each of these rows. However you want to do it. So if I want to go here and then go down with this X or triangle to go up or Y, right? So this one you can get, you don't have to do anything there. You get don't think get removed. 86th. So there we are, except for maybe research, just because everybody has a little bit in there. So let's take a look at our cast. So we have Yuuma, who is a game developer, and here's the stats for Yuuma. 9 in construction with double passion, plants double passion, artistic double passion, intellectual double passion. This is not a cheating game. There's no cheat mode on. I'm not using anything like that. And it's a commitment mode save, right? So going back to them, Yuuma
Glad to
has.
see you tonight, Sin.
I'm glad to see you guys too. I love you and appreciate you being here. So that gives him a fairly decent stretch across the board. Sarai is our engineer, and I believe the only female, yeah, the only female we have of the three castaways, the three crash landed castaways, so to speak.
Thank you for
And
watching.
Sarai, every
Your
time this
support
comes up
means
in here,
more
I'm going
than
to
you
do it.
know,
I'm going to have to
even
do
if
it
you
this
are
way then.
not chatting. Don't be shy, the arcade
I'm going to
abides.
do it this way, that way you can
Oh
see the
07.
stats over this way. So here's Sarai. Fairly decent melee, construction,
Giving
mining,
Sheep and Diana Ducky
double
slightly
passion in
smiling
crafting,
face.
intellectual of 10. So they're not bad. And so the one thing, here's what you're going to want to really focus on for any new, if you play Rimworld, you're just starting and you've got vanilla, it doesn't matter what
Hi
platform you're playing
Simbai.
it on. Simbil. Simbil.
For anyone interested, the Bob Ross channel here is running a weekend marathon. Gummies recommended winking face.
Bob Ross. Beat the devil out of it. Happy Little Accidents. This should be the name of this series, truthfully. But, um, so having it set up this way, you really want to focus on cooking. So we have one person who is in okay, but in cooking. Now, when I realized which ones were the most important, and I mean, I did my fair share of reading too, to a certain degree. Most of this is just me playing through and figuring it out on my own, right? That's really what it comes down to, and really taking it seriously, like buckling down on it. And it takes, even in vanilla, you're gonna have to play with some constraint. Easiest way I can describe it. So cooking is one of the most important. Plants, animals
Hiya
can
you
be
Simbai,
are good
welcome foe.
are both viable ways to come up with food. Plants are far easier per se to deal with than animals because animals require planting too. So, I mean, in order to get this one really off the ground, you also have to have some fairly decent skills
Lol,
set
same
across the
logo,
board here.
just another channel winking face.
Crafting is less important, but medical, intellectual. So you have to have somebody who can do intellectual. They have to be able to do some intellectual. Otherwise, research is a linchpin. A linchpin. Well, food is more of a linchpin, clearly, right? You can't do any research if you're not eating. But I digress. Um, and medical. So medical, cooking, intellectual, and plants. Honestly, those are the four skills you really, really, really need to make sure that you have good quality on. Shooting, everybody should be able to shoot, or at least
Oh hope you
most of your
okay
people should be able to
Simbai.
shoot. You should be able to, somebody should be able to do melee. And then don't worry about it because whatever you're lacking, the storyteller will fix. They will throw people your way who have the capability to do those things if you can survive long enough to get to that point. All right, so I think I've blattered on quite a bit. I hope you're getting any. Do you guys have any questions? I know I know some people here who have picked up this game because they have watched me play. So actually, I will take just a moment longer. I know we're 20 minutes into it, but what questions do you have? Oh, one other thing while you're answering that, here's the remedied and fixed biphasic sleep schedule. This is an 8-hour work schedule, but it's broken up over half the day. You can shift this around however you need. So, for example, if Decker was a night owl, then their I would probably have their schedule
My question is why can't I have a
pulled back
unicorn in real life?
so
Hi
that
Simbiljo.
like this shift it by what? Let's go to 16 to 22. That's 10, 4 to 10, so shift it by 6 hours. Yeah. So basically, you shift it by 6 hours. Shift this whole thing by 6 hours, and boom, you're good. That person is good to go. Even though they're still split across and they're not working all night long, they still won't complain as much, and that's going to help you to keep that stuff going. All right, your question is why can't you have a unicorn in real life? Well, you
Zesty paws you
see,
would feed it too many gummy bears lol.
yep, there you go. There you go. Now you know. That's the truth. That is the truth. And the more you know. Building the wooden dining chair. Everything's wood. I should have made it
No is
steel,
screwed up.
but this is better. Is that one of
Like
those
unicorn
facts
fart
things?
skittles.
Unicorn farts, unicorn farts. Gotta play with unicorn farts.
Join the
Wait,
multi-discipline Sins
that
Arcade
didn't sound
Discord.
right.
450 plus
The heck
members.
is up with that? Alright, so
https
everything that is in the area that's basically along where I already drew with the planning tool,
dilord.gg/bfab8bfn43.
those are now going to be
Thank you for
followed.
watching. Your support means more
So it
than you
means we're
know,
basically
even
clearing
if
out
you
this
are
whole
not
area.
chatting.
We're going to go back
Don't be
into the
shy,
chop
the arcade
wood,
abides.
and
07.
we're going to use this
Like.
corner. I think we've pretty much got everything. And go to this corner.
Please slap the like button for
And it's going
Sin.
to take some time for them to get to that point. But since, let's go back to the work scheduling. Everybody's on plant cut 1, and only Yuma is grow. And so I think this is going to be good. Now, going back to this, the reason why you won't only want 1s and 2s predominantly is so that they're less taxed. 8 hours is a lot of stuff to do. And the way that you read this, really quick, the way that you read this is in broken up bits. So you always read it from left to right, highest priority to lowest priority as far as the job thing to do. So a fire breaks out, of course you want them to firefight versus going over there and, you know, working on their artwork. I don't care if it's burning down, I've got to get this piece done just because I want to do it. So you want them to firefight. That's why everything on the left side is higher priority and just shifts down from there. So that being said, firefighting should always be your highest priority. Hopefully you don't have any pyromaniacs in your group, but if you do, it sometimes happens. As long as you get enough people who can do it, and can knock them out before they get too much stuff under fire, caught up in fire, then all the better. Patients, you want to make sure you have at least everybody who is not normally a doctor to always be going to 1 for patient most of the time. That way they will stay and know,
You
okay, I
can
got to be
donate or
patient
support in multiple ways now.
I
Super
gotta wait until
chats,
somebody can
YouTube
attend to
memberships,
me.
and using the Cash App
Unfortunately, I only have
$Lord
one person with
Thank
medical
you
of
for your
4, which
com.
is not very good, but better than nothing. These two have medical
We
of
have had
0.
some
Hopefully we can get more
interesting
people.
teams.
Everybody's set to normal priority for their bed rest. Right now, I think it's probably better. I could even shift this further down to higher priority just because we are brand new. I don't want people to stress out too early. So we'll probably actually do that. Just, no, you know what? We will keep it at 3 just for now. Basic, this is all the stuff that's like flipping switches, releasing prisoners, opening containers, and those are all set to 1. Warden is just taking care of any kind of prisoners and dealing with them in all manner of capacity. Sarai, our engineer, is the only one who has any kind of skill set whatsoever to do it, and it's awful. So she's not very good at it, but she at least has some. Technically, I could always come back and you could always put other people on it, and they're just going to level up. The more that they do stuff, that they'll level up. Sarai can't do any handling, and Yuma's not very good either. However, Decker, our castaway, does have an animal skill of 4, so that's why they're the primary person who does that task. Cooking is across the board as well. Cooking is very, very, very important because you don't.
If by interesting
Zesty!
you mean the ability to die so quickly, then yes.
Holy cow, Zesty. Wow.
07.
You guys are gonna have to let me know because I can't, I don't get the audio,
Red
I don't
Heart
get
and
any
Legend
notification.
slightly smiling face.
I get no
Much love.
notification whatsoever when those pop off. And I'm such in the mode of trying to teach, I'm not even interacting with you guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Um, Pretty self-explanatory across the board.
Did
Hunting,
you know there is a
constructing. Some of
playlist for
these
the
are not
video
nearly
you're
as
watching?
self-explanatory, and I'll show you in just a
Check the
moment.
channel page for more playlists and the adventures contained
So
within.
constructing, you would think
That's
would
Canadian
just be
dude.
construction.
That's like what 20 cents American lol.
No, it's more than that. Did I not?
You're fine, man.
Did I not? Did I not do the like? Yeah, I did. I liked it. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. I digress.
So
Thank you
that's you
so much.
gave for
Appreciate
2
you.
cents worth?
Ba-dum-bum.
Thanks.
That was good. That was good.
Hi. Yup,
Miss
grinning
Randoms,
face.
welcome back.
And a tip face with Tom. I enjoy
Appreciate you.
Sin
That was so
streams.
much. All right. So, growing. This is harvesting crops, replanting trees, and sowing crops. Mining is mining and drilling at the deep drill. Plant cut is extracting trees and cutting plants. The reason that's why it's
Homies.
currently set right now for
Thank you for
everybody
watching.
to
Your
one,
support means more
because
than you
plant cutting
know,
is very,
even
very,
if you
very
are not
important.
chatting.
Now, technically,
Don't be
Yuma
shy,
may not
the
be the one to
arcade
actually do
vibes.
that. It might be better to
Oh
shift him over
07.
here because
Oh
he's currently
07
the one
nice.
growing, so it might be
I
better to
got a
have
game
everybody
for
else
my
do that.
PC, and I got Farming Simulator 22.
22 is not
Homies.
bad. I have 22
Costed
on PlayStation,
$30.
I think. It's not a bad game. Um, how do I want to put it? It's not a bad game. It just wasn't a good game for me. But I do
FS22
like
is
watching other people
fantastic.
play it. I do like watching other people play
FS25 is a
it.
shined up pretentious version.
If is it really? Is it really? I hate to hear that. Why? What did they do? Honestly. No,
Hi
no, no. I'm kind of
SG2.
interested in that, Simbil Joe. What do you mean by that? What did they do that screwed up 22? Because I actually, like I said, maybe it wasn't the game for me. I didn't put enough energy into it, right? I didn't put enough oomph and attention into it. Focus. There you go. That's the right word, Sin. Um, that was the right word. Focus. I didn't put enough focus into it to really make it worthwhile to see if it was going to be something that was
I
good
have
or not.
hundreds of hours in both.
However, with mods on console, that would have made it probably different. Mods on PC is already a gimme. Then go as wild as you can with your hardware in mind and your time. Because playing on PC, just
Well,
like anything else,
25 costed
remember guys, I am
$50
a
USD,
multi-platform
and
gamer. I don't
22
just
costs
play.
$30.
Yeah. Well, and 22 apparently is just a better game and overall. Sorry, I got distracted. So smithing, you make weapons at the crafting spot with before you get to machining benches or machining tables. And that's fabricating things. I don't exactly know what they mean by that, fabricating things specifically. Like I'm not sure if they means like making. I guess it does make, yeah, armor, weapons, things like that, right? Yeah, making weapons. Tailoring is just making apparel, which is going to be kind of important, but the electricity is way more important early on because we have to get beyond any kind of heat waves and or potential um, or cold snaps, and we can handle both if we're smart. All right,
24
art,
minutes till it's done.
24 minutes till it's done. Oh, till it's done downloading? Gotcha. All right, crafting. So this is also important for anything that you're going to be crafting
Homies.
at the crafting spot. And if you want them to actually go over and work at stuff, work at refinery, synthesize drugs, make stone blocks. So crafting is who needs to go to the stone
Hi
cutting
Diana.
bench and actually work on that stone. Hauling and cleaning. Finally, the last point that I want to point out is the person who is going to be doing your research. Because remember I mentioned research is incredibly key and it's so important, super duper important. They can't have any other schedule. It's like for hauling, cleaning, anything per se ahead of it. We don't have an art bench right now, so technically we could even push this to 4 because it's like a no low. It's a low priority. But because these Yuma doesn't do, and we need to rename these people by the way.
You
So
need the smart
start
fighting
throwing me names.
homies. Honestly, if you get into FS22 and enjoy it, don't panic, there's a ton of mods to make it exactly what you. At Diana the Duck I got Farming Sim 22.
Okay, we're gonna move this as critical, but we don't want.
Some obscure pages may be malicious, know your mod editor.
Okay, so what'll probably end up happening is, yeah, that's a good point. Thank you for bringing that up. By the way, thank you very much for bringing that up. I know that the probably gonna have to come out this way to here, and this is gonna be all closed off. Eventually, I'm gonna be able to mine this granite. We'll probably actually start digging into the granite because I want this to be a refrigerator. This is what's gonna power that refrigerator
Back in a bit.
once we get this
All.
unlocked.
Now 50.
Thank you so much. So this is going to eventually
Now
be our
1 hour.
refrigerator.
Awesome. Let us know how it goes. By SGT.
This is the kitchen. This is the butchering area. There will be
By Zesty.
a door.
Join the multi-discipline Sins
Can I
Arcade
do
Discord.
steel? Yeah, I can do steel.
450 plus
Put
members.
a door here and a door here.
https://discord.gg/dfav8bfn43.
We're going to put another wall.
Thank you for watching.
And
Your
then
support
another
means more
door
than
there,
you
I
know,
guess. That's how
even
that's
if
going to
you are
work.
not
There we
chatting.
go. So the
Don't
reason
be
I did
shy,
this,
the arcade abides.
this is
07.
going to be our sleeping area, right? I can't use the mouse on console. Oh, that's so annoying. It frustrates the shit out of me. It's so bad. It sucks. It sucks. But because you can't use the mouse, even though I have a mouse and keyboard, and like on City Skylines, I can use it.
Done till 100%.
So this is right now this is the base, the sleep area, and the work area. It's basically the giant barracks that does everything at the moment. This is going to be our power area, and then this is going to lead off into um, is our current power area. Eventually, we're going to break this wood fire generator back down and rebuild it. Perhaps over here, truthfully, if I can get away with that. But I like the way it's set up right now. Then this is going to be our fridge area, like I mentioned. We'll eventually probably dig into here and do that as well. This is a break gap. Now, eventually, this is going to be a double-walled thing. You always want your refrigerator area to be double-walled. That way, it keeps the heat insulated, provides the insulation necessary to be able to keep the cold temperatures you need. Having it along this same corridor where the power is this geothermal vent is or the steam geyser will eventually be tapped for geothermal energy, but as of right now, we still have the wood fire energy. So we'll end up using this too. This is a temperature hallway. It's like the easiest way I can describe it. So because this goes into the butcher area here, excuse me, I'm trying to talk. Anyway, because this is the butcher area, you want the butcher area to have its own access into the refrigerator. We're going to start. Yes, Goat Simulator is such a good game. Such a good game. My goodness, I miss that game. Oops.
I9 tried to get that.
It's good. Get it. Get it. It's so much fun. In fact, if you you could always watch like the stuff I've covered on them. But bump. You tried to get Goat Simulator, but your RAM wasn't good enough.
Goat Sim is silly, fun, grinning,
I'm not the only one who got that, right?
For the third one.
The third one.
Sin hopes you okay. You focused tonight.
Maybe. Maybe. I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be. I want to survive the first year. I mean it. I really do mean that. I want to survive this first year. I'm tired of failing on stream repeatedly. Don't get me wrong, it's fun. It's fun as hell when it happens. And it's been some crazy stuff. Bad jokes. Bad jokes, bad jokes. What you gonna do?
I know I'm rooting for you.
How are you guys? How is your... What plans do you guys have for the weekend? There you go. That's a better question. Okay, so
I love the
she's hauling.
of this game.
Well, I'm hoping that the tips and
Old
tricks
wise
video
man
that I give
saying, to
will
survive first year, do not kill ducky or kitties.
the very first the first tips and tricks video. That's what I'm working on. I have a
Colonist
big
Sheep's
script that
Digital
I did
Wonderlands.
post out for everybody who, if you are a Sins Arcade member, here you go. Here's a plug. Fair warning.
I got Farming Simulator 22.
Good job, Mia's randoms.
Hiding from the heating
So
up
really quick.
tomato.
Heat. It's 111 here. It's like 45, 47 degrees Celsius, I believe. Something. Fact check me on that, please. No, it's like 51.
US here.
It's like 51, right? 51 degrees Celsius. It's 111 here. I think our high today is 100 and what is the high today?
Thank you for watching.
Anyway,
Your support
I
means
digress.
more than
If
you
you
know,
are
even if you are not
no, don't
chatting.
open that.
Don't be
What
shy,
are you
the
opening this
arcade
for?
abides.
Anyway,
Oh 07.
if you
Was
here's some good
28
points.
and up
There's a
to
lot
date.
of behind the scenes footage and stuff like that that you get being a YouTube member or a Sins Arcade YouTube member. And the Sins Arcade Discord, which is free to everybody, has no big crazy requirements other than you agreeing to the server rules. Um, you do get a lot of background stuff, behind the scenes kind of stuff as well. So, for example, like the new tips and tricks video that I'm formulating for Rimworld, using the
GG.
stuff from the console edition, which is the only way I
We
can
hit
showcase
nearly
and grab
40C with
the
humidity
photos for those.
today. Ugh. Join the multi-discipline Sins Arcade Discord.
Um, so
https
I digress,
colon
but I shared
slash
this
slash
the script that I wrote yesterday
discord.gg slash
inside with them, and I'll be
bfav8bfm43.
filming that this week and putting
Today's
that out
weather for
next
Sims
Friday.
Arcade,
So
a
keep an
high
eye
of
out for that as well.
420
Hey
and a
now.
low of 69 when a pervert
All right,
comes.
so you have more
Looking
colonists
ahead
and
at
you
the
have colonist
centerfold
beds,
we
which we
have a
only have
chance
the one,
for,
but we
G.
have another two that we've set up already here. However, it looks like we need to cancel one of these. So for example, this one needs to be canceled. Or actually, technically, it's probably going to be this one that needs to be canceled. Let's go ahead and rebuild
Only
that one.
15-20C out west, can I move to the south with you, Sin? I hate the cold disappointed face.
Wait, it's only 15 to 20 degrees Celsius out here? Then no. 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 Let me find out what it actually is in sane units, not
I
freedom
use F.
units. Yeah, give me just a moment. I'll tell you right now what it is. I'll tell you as soon as I get this done. I will. I
Fahrenheit.
promise. I'll do it. Yeah. So I am in Arizona. I live in Arizona. It is currently our high today is supposed to be.
Sheep you getting
It
friskier than no
shows
pad for sheep.
111 is the high, and that's in Fahrenheit. 111 degrees Fahrenheit. If I go and swap this. Why? Okay, you want to know? You want to know what grinds my gears?
90 francs.
God, this pisses me off so much. Is that
For me in Iowa.
why don't
Fahrenheit is made up measurement grinning squinting face based on the freezing point of salt water. What's the salinity?
42 degrees? It's currently 42 degrees Celsius, but made up. I mean, it's all made up. Duh, it's all made up. We made it up. We just, my goodness, yeah, it's so stupid. Anyway, I digress. Fahrenheit, Celsius doesn't matter. Do you want me to give it in Kelvin? Okay, so you know that's what I was gonna say. You know what pisses me off? Why don't weather apps give you the option to have both? I mean, granted, you're not going to use Kelvin, okay, right? Let's be honest. Nobody uses Kelvin unless you're in a scientific field that's like working on rockets or things like that predominantly, or in very cold temperatures for semiconductors or for
Celsius is the based
specific
on the
types of
freezing point of
imaging.
fresh water, what the rest of the world uses. CNN.
So then
Here
let
is
me
how
ask
many
you this.
people are
Why
chatting.
do certain
Diana the Duck
portions
News
of
Randoms and Sheep's Digital
British
Wonderland Symbol Joe Streamlabs
colonies,
Sims
including
Arcade Zesty
Canada,
new
which
member.
ironically was
Back
also
on
an
track
American
again.
colony. Anyway, that's besides the point. Why is it that people use the metric only certain portions, but they use like miles? That blows my mind. But no, going back to weather apps really quick. Let's go back to that really, really quick. Weather apps. Why the hell can't you have both
Did you know there
Fahrenheit
is
and
a
Celsius
playlist for the
at the
video
same
you're
time
watching?
listed? Why can't you?
Check the
Most of
channel
them you
page
can't
for
do
more
it. It's
playlists and
so
the
annoying.
adventures
But
contained
I
within.
digress. So the reason we canceled this bet is because we have new lovers. The new lovers are Sarai and Yuuma. They wanted to sleep together. Wink, winky, winky. But, however, um, they're not going to have a lot of privacy. There you go. That's your bed.
Me sit veris who chatting. I use Radar Omega, that costs $5 a month. It's for us.
Radar Omega. I don't know. I trust. I would not pay $5 a month for a weather app. Are you kidding me? Please don't give the man. Sin's gonna be on his old man cloud. Give me some likes, please, guys, please. All right. So
Join the multi-discipline Sims Arcade
don't
Discord.
give the billionaires
450
more
plus
reason
members.
to believe that you don't own anything, you're not entitled to anything, and that you have to
discordfg/discordfg/discordfg/discordfg.
pay subscriptions
Oh
for
shit, Sims already
everything,
got
because
lovers.
that's what
Here
they
we
want.
go. Death toll
That's
start.
exactly what they
Thank you
want.
for
That's
watching.
what the
Your support
dystopian
means more than
cyberpunk
you know,
future
even if
is.
you are not
Do you
chatting.
really want that?
Don't be shy,
No.
the
I
arcade
love
abides.
cyberpunk and I
Oh
sure as
7.
hell don't even want
Ryan
that.
Hall y'all uses it. A 2
Come
million
on,
people are
man.
sucked. New I use my phone for little.
Luxury is
Pounds,
luxury.
feet,
Means
inches
you
are all
don't
that
need it every
matters.
day. It's something that should be
Imperial
every once in
measurement,
a great
not
while.
metric.
It's like
Metric is
the
great for finite
hyper
measurements,
caffeinated bits
otherwise, imperial is.
that Starbucks
See
gives
through
you.
like the
It's
lovers.
every once in a great while, like what was it, Dutch Brothers, right? Super caffeinated, highly sugared, every once in a great while. It's not an everyday thing. You don't need it every day. That's just crazy. That is crazy. So
One storm
no.
chaser pump doesn't denote what the world does miss. Sorry to burst the storm bubble.
What? Was ist das? What is she saying now? Death toll starts. Look, there it goes. Sheep.
I like the lovers too, Ducky. It's sin that breaks them up by letting one die and the other go insane over it, lol. Bubble has to be burst sometimes.
Oh, talking about why you used it because Ryan Hall uses it? Okay. Look, I will say this, me as randoms. Just because somebody might
I
have,
grabbed the needles.
what did you say, 3 million, 2 million
Bubble.
subscribers,
Stop talking about Zesty's butt. That has
doesn't
nothing to do
mean
with this,
that
lol.
they are an expert at
Good idea, Zesty.
um what
I'm a
they're
realist. My glass
discussing,
is neither
or
half empty, nor is it half
unless
full.
they specifically
Eventually
designed
I will
that
need another
application
drink.
themselves, like they
Hello
wrote
Sin
the
and Chat.
code or they
Writing to you
paid
nice
for a
folks from
team
Czech Republic, so
to
won't be
build
really
one,
sticking around, but I will
and
look
it
for
was
the
his
option to
app.
get. Schlen hello.
I wouldn't follow in that regard. I
Hi
wouldn't pay
Schlen.
$5 a month for some app
Hi
that does that.
Schlen.
And even then, I would still be kind of wary about it because it better do more than what the free apps do,
Oh 07 Schlen
right?
slightly smiling
It
face.
should absolutely do a lot more than what the free apps do. Okay, so hold on really quick. I've been not paying attention and I'm getting back into talking between you guys and everything else. So, need colonist beds, we already discussed. The pen we do need
Also
for the
Ush's
donkey. So
17
let's go
people
ahead and plan
watching
that
but
out really
only
quick.
7 likes. Those are rookie numbers. Gotta pump em up.
Okay, so the fence shouldn't be marble, but should
Sim
be
please
wood. We have
hydrate
plenty of
too,
wood.
I care for you.
I appreciate you, and I will momentarily. All right, so where we have you can see the lighter areas up here, right? Because I can use this as a cursor. There's this weird square patch. That's a growing field that we've already put down. So I'm probably gonna actually just use this. I'm gonna show you a really cool trick. So we're gonna grow out or
Listen, chub,
pull out the
chub,
rest
chub.
of the squared area that I already marked out, right? That I in the planning tool. We're gonna go back over here to our fence gate, and we'll cancel that one here in just a moment. But I don't want the fence gate to be there. That's kind of stupid. We'll put a fence gate here. We'll put another fence gate. We want it back
Ivy.
close enough to where they're going. Maybe right there. Um,
Since drank to
one
the
on
dark
this
side of the
side.
cult.
One here in the center. And then, yeah, maybe one up here. It's an awful lot, but there is kind of a method to my madness because this entire area will then become a
Wait.
pasture. Granted, the animal, the whatever pen animal would be here isn't going to.
Quote 240.
I
Sin.
forgot to put
I
down the
don't
pen
mind if
marker.
they have more experience. Chat. Sin likes cougars. Sheep. February 5th,
Okay, so then that's the
2025.
whole pen, the
Fill sin
gigantic
by
pen.
glass with sweetest
The
careful
other
zest
thing
to
that we
eat
do
them all.
is then we go
Thank you
in
for
and do one
watching.
other thing,
Your
really quick.
support
So
means
this
more than you
area
know,
this is
even
smoke
if you are
leaf.
not chatting.
This one, oops,
Don't be shy, the
this one
arcade
is
abides.
heel root.
Oh
This
07.
one is
I've
potatoes.
seen plenty
This
of
one is
madness in your
strawberries.
stream, Sin.
This is
Never any method
cotton
though.
for making our own clothing and apparel. This one is rice.
I have my
It's
own
not very
sweeties
greedy. I think they're what,
muahahaha.
6 by 6, 5 by 5, 6 by 6, something like that. They're not very large. Now we're going to do one other thing because we want to make sure that the animals have that the grumpus has more than enough area to eat on. So we're going to choose the rest of that area, and then we're going to choose dandelions. Dandelions grow so fast that they should be able to sustain Grumpus quite a bit. But if we really wanted to make it smarter, what we could do is then break this up. So then we go in, oh, got to go into the growing zone itself to edit it out, and then we're going into the shrink zone area, and then we would say we would
Lol
cut
zesty, the
off
milky bars are on you then.
this here, cut off this entire area, right? Oh, that's not what I meant at all.
Lol. Oh 07.
That's not what I meant at all. I meant to actually cut off the other one, not. All right, we'll do it that way then. That's fine. We will absolutely do it that way. So we'll do is we'll come up here to this portion right there and reconnect all of that. So that will all be dandelions, but then all of this will be its own grow area again, and it'll be the hay grass because you want to make hay for the animals too. The dandelions should do quite well enough on their own to substantiate them and keep them going. The other stuff that we have cut in here is again all the other growth zones that we already had set up, and so they'll be in amongst those. And the wheat will basically, or the hay will come right up against here, the wheat basically. All right, so hopefully that should all grow out. It's going to take a while, again, so now that we've chosen that, and most of the other stuff has been grown in, we're going to shift everybody over to these as well, just for now. So there's plant cut and plant grow. And then finally, we need a research. So, judging by what we have available to us, pemmican might actually
Quote.
be our best bet. It is a stopgap health or food. It's good for traveling, doesn't expire.
Quote 97. It's
Kibble
all
doesn't
fun and
expire
games
either. I
until
know it sounds
someone
really
loses
weird
a
to
winner.
sound, but you can
Sin.
always make
May
kibble
3rd,
for your animals too.
2025.
Okay, so we have the stove is already done. Let's go ahead and let's get pumping out some meals here. We're gonna go to a simple meal, and let's try to at least make 20 of those for now. I need somebody to your cooking. Oh, he's refueling. Okay, good job. He's refueling that, and then once you're done with that, I need you to prioritize the generator too. That way, is that a fuel stove? Really? Why did I do that when I have an electric? You know what? Hold on. Break that down.
Update.
Break that down. Break that down. Oh, nice. I forgot we had already put lights down. Even better. Too bad this is not larger. We
It
could
just
do
hit
that.
me. Why does Sin have Bob Ross as one of his survivors?
Shh! Don't ask questions. You're making it weird and awkward.
Drink Sin, your brain needs it. Boss Ross is eternal.
Boss Ross, Bob Ross, Babropst,
Hydrate.
Babropst, Babropst.
Sigh.
Oh crap!
Sin's drank to the dark side of the cult.
Boop. All right, so that's a toolbox. That toolbox should actually help with both, but especially this. So that
Quote.
should hopefully help and still create some stability there. I'm not sure if
Quote
that's going to work.
408
We'll see.
ding
I don't think it
60.
will actually now that I think about it.
Yadamat ding ding hyphen SGT.
Damn
June
it.
6th, 2025.
That butcher table is so large. That's what she said. All right, get rid of that.
Join the multi-discipline
Move the
Sins
butcher
Arcade
table.
Discord. 450 plus members.
Build the copy.
https
You know what? Yeah. We'll do the butcher table here. You know what? We'll just do it that way. This
/dfavapsn43. Thank you for watching.
can
Your
go.
support
We'll
means
build
more
that
than
there.
you know, even
Build,
if you
get
are
rid of
not
this,
chatting.
and then close the
Don't be
wall back
shy,
up.
the arcade awaits.
Ta-da! That works for me.
07.
Get rid of this,
Sin wakey
making the
chat.
kitchen much larger. There we go, yeah, there we go. This will work. This will be a much larger kitchen per se, but technically we don't need the fueled stove. I only had it here because of the electricity. Is there no conduit running through that? Oh, there is not. Alright, so there you go. We'll do it that way. And then we need a light for the butcher area. It'll have to put a... God, I wish you could use the wall lamp. That's so stupid. We'll throw that there. This needs to get moved to right there, I guess. And then we'll have to put the cherry in and everything else. I may even make this... Oh, I guess not, because we don't push into the hay field that we already have there. And this needs to get moved too. Can this get moved to... There's no one over there? Retro. Because it's right in front of a door. Why don't we just move it over one? And then this one, we're going to make another one as well. And we'll do that over here in this corner next to this vase. That way it lights up that area too. Okay. Need recreation variety. We only have the chess piece, or the chessboard, so we can throw a horseshoe pin down here.
Super chats, YouTube memberships,
and then the new lovers we already addressed, so we're just waiting for that stuff to clear up. And I'm not going to clear it, I'm just going to leave it just as it is. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you all. Hit the like button, or hit the dislike button, whichever one you feel better. Water. Oh, pardon me. It's just passed out. Alright, that's Sarai. That's Decker. Where is Sarai? She's way out here in the field. Where's Grumpus?
Thank you, Happy Ducky.
Ta-da! Oh, he's passed out too. He's all... Alright, so we need names for these people, guys. Oh, really quick. While they're sleeping, I'm going to look around and see if there's anything else I missed. Let's set the squirrels, the raccoons, turkeys. Actually, turkeys are even easier to catch than squirrels and raccoons. We'll leave those as last minutes. Buck, does, boomalopes, muffalo, hare, timberwolves, rats. There we go. Guinea pigs. Guinea pigs. Oh, they're pretty fast actually. Hares are pretty fast too. All right, so we'll start with yak. There's a bunch of yaks. Wow, we could tame yaks maybe eventually. That'd be kind of cool. Yak milk. You're like you're like yakking this milk. Let's see. Is this better? Is that better?
Did
How
you
about
know
that?
there is a
Does it
playlist
light me
for
up
the
a little bit
video
better to
you're
see?
watching?
Hi guys, welcome back.
Check the
Welcome to
channel
Sin's
page for
Arcade, or
more
welcome
playlists and the
back. It's up to
adventures
you.
contained within.
Hit the like button, hit the
Your
dislike button, I don't
choice.
care. Hit the subscribe button. That would actually be more helpful. Most importantly, if you're watching this after the fact on like a video on demand, first and foremost, thank you very much. And if there's playlists for all the prior streams, just putting that out there. But more importantly, if you are a Rimworld veteran, doesn't matter what platform you play on, share some tips and tricks in the comments. That would be helpful to me and anybody who watches those videos. So you're not just helping yourself, you're not helping me, you're helping lots of other people. This is a complex game, and I love it. But at the same token, it's one of those. It's personal now, so I have to do what I can to beat it.
Counts heads, says I'm a yak off. Thank you for watching. Your support
You're
means
yakking
more
me
than
up,
you know,
man.
even if you are
You're
not
yakking
chatting.
me up.
Don't be shy, the arcade abides.
By the way,
07.
apparently that was 1675. Miss Zesty, 1675 is the answer number you were
Truly
looking
the
for.
Dark Souls of whatever genre this is.
So it's a colony builder, but it's not really what I mean. It is one of the Dark Souls. Oxygen not
This game
included,
likes to
apparently,
twist our chain.
is also sick and twisted. There's another one that is Don't Starve. Don't Starve is kind of like that too. Although this one has a much different scientific science fiction kind of premise, which I really dig. That's
Rimworld hello out. And 30% goes to UO2. Can't build a colony when everyone is dead.
maybe that
07.
1670. God damn.
07 RJ.
Oh 07 RJ. Oh 07. Um, you're right that I can't build a colony when everybody's dead. You're right. You're not wrong. You're right. That's why we're doing our best to make sure that that doesn't happen. Can't happen.
Breath.
All right, and at least for now, to the better against my better judgment, I think we need to make this.
I was sitting here going, how baked was I that I forgot whatever he is talking about. Squinting face 07
At least for now, a temporary stockpile for only wood. Which is a smarter play, and make sure that that is a critical importance. This one is important. This one is normal. This one is important. All right, there we go. All right, let's clear this one at least, since I know that they're just trying to get the bed made. Sarai, what are you doing? You're hunting a turkey. Yuma is hauling wood to. After that, I need you to work on. Cannot work. Need wood. Well, why don't you just? Like, your bed was way more important, dude. All right, you know what? Then chop this tree and this tree and why aren't Bob Ross, get over here and make this wood. Save us, Bob Ross, save us. With your happy accidents and your devil brush beating powers. Yeah. I mean, now I found out, by the way, yes, you too can be a necromancer. There is a necromancer serum in the game that you can bring people back from the dead if one of your colonists, if you happen to get them, and one of your colonists does perish. It's in the base game. You can, or maybe it's part of royalty, but I'm pretty sure it's base game. You can. There he goes, waiting for that to come up. That way he gets the bed working, and that way that gets both of them happy campers right now. That'll make them both very happy before their next bedtime here in about 4 hours, for in-game hours. I don't know what I was just saying. I have no idea what the hell I was talking about. Well, that happened. Okay. I don't remember what I was talking about. My goodness, that's horrible. I think that was a senior moment. I think I just had a senior moment, and you guys witnessed it. Maybe it wasn't, but it sure as hell felt like it was. He just pushes it out. What the hell is that even about, buddy?
I love those moments, lol.
All right, wood stone cutters, we have to put orders in. So what do we have around us that we have a predominance of?
Sure you should
That's
be
marble.
streaming Sin.
Yeah, that's granite, sandstone. I think
Join the
granite is a smarter
multi-discipline
play
Sins
for
arcade
now.
Discord.
So we're gonna go in and just make granite
450
blocks.
plus members.
We're gonna change it to until you have a certain amount, and we're gonna set that amount to be 650.
http://discord.gg/dfavlpfn43. Back. Thank you for
Pretty
watching.
soon they're gonna have the rest
Your
of this
support
building
means more
constructed,
than you know, even if you
and
are
those
not
should be good.
chatting.
And
Don't
this
be
bed should be
shy,
set
the
for
arcade
both,
abides.
right?
Oh
Odecker
07.
and Sarai and no, Sarai. No, it's supposed to be Sarai and Yuma, right? Hold on. Well, pause. I think I just screwed that up. All right, Yuma and Sarai. Okay,
Sheep, I got something for you, Pats.
there we go. Yuma and Sarai. Fixed. I fixed it. Wow, he's a hauler, dude. Look at that. Go to town, buddy. Damn. Hot diggity damn. That was crazy. Let's go into town. Just chunks, right? Yeah. And there's no blocks there, but this one's only blocks, no chunks. Okay, there's that taken care of.
Thanks,
We do have a
Decker.
water zone over here, so I'm gonna set this to be a dumping stockpile for
Can
corpses.
we call him Hoka?
Yes, we can. We can rename them. So we're gonna rename this one first. In fact, speaking of which, body dump. That's what my nickname used to be in college. Oh, I had to do it the right way again. How if I hit the right button? That'd be even better, wouldn't it? That's horrible. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. I love it. I love it. All right, and now go in here. You're gonna choose only rotten. Maybe we allow fresh too. Yeah, probably. Why not? We could wash them out at least. We get rid of everything else except for corpses, and that's everything. So the only thing we don't want in there is going to be animal corpses. Those we want closer to home. This is the wooden butcher area. Unfortunately, we don't have enough space for this to also be, but we could probably at least temporarily do it since we're gonna have to re-put down the thing anyway. All right, electric stove. Electric stove is now put back in. Hopefully they'll work on that relatively soon. We don't have any steel, but we can have a little bit. We still have some steel. We'll put that down. I don't necessarily. I know it shows you need chairs too. So for example, we go here. These are wood. We'll throw those down too. Um, we also need a stockpile area here. And this one is specifically only for, do not allow rotten, only allow fresh. And corpses, we only want animal corpses. Go back out and save the game by going out, quitting back out to the main menu, and then recontinuing the game and go forward from there. We should be. Hey, 32 people watching. Please hit
30
the like
people
button,
in chat
guys.
soon,
That's
including
crazy.
lurkers.
That's amazing. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. We have the recreation variety. We did put
Like.
down a wooden horseshoes
Sub.
area as well as the
DD.
chest board that they're putting down. Why are you
Join the
sleeping there,
multi-discipline
Sarai?
Sins Arcade Discord.
Did that not take?
https
Oops, did I hit the wrong button? No, I'm sorry, buddy.
discord.gg
I
slash
didn't mean to screw you up there. Yuma and Sarai, yeah.
dfab8bfm430.
Okay, yeah, I did
Please
it the right
slap
way.
the like button for Sin.
I did it the right way. Um, should we build them a wall with some privacy now? Yeah, why not? We'll do that.
I love they sleep randomly.
I know, they just sleep wherever the hell they want. Although this should be the room for the privacy, truthfully, but um, that's a really tight fit. Damn, that's such a tight fit. That's what she said. Anyway, and this one doesn't have any privacy. You don't have any privacy, buddy.
Thank you for watching.
Alright, I like that
Your
idea.
support
That'll
means
have to
more
work
than
for
you
now.
know,
Worst case
even if
scenario,
you are
this
not
becomes
chatting.
the prison area.
Don't be shy. The
I mean,
arcade
I have a
vibes.
feeling we'll probably end up needing something like
07.
that relatively soon anyway. Alright, so we already have two chairs and one on the way. I'm not sure if having more people
Have
at
you
this,
had
or this is
babies
the
yet,
only way.
Sin in game?
You can't. Okay, so that's a great question. Thank you for asking that. The only way that you can have babies in the game is if you have the game on PC, where you have and you have the biotech DLC or downloadable content. The biotech expansion is the one that allows you to have children and have babies. Regrettably, I do not have that available on PlayStation, um, and that is a big reason why I would always recommend um, that the RimWorld on console is beautiful, it's wonderful, but it's still RimWorld on console because it's locked to console that's been that had its support just severed at the knees, regrettably, just chopped off.
I
You
just
don't need
thought was a
lopped off.
good question to
It is a
ask.
great question to ask. It's a
Hey
great
Sin in
question to
chat.
ask, and that's the reason why I would recommend if you're
Tokens.
not already playing RimWorld now and you have a PC, get it on PC. Because even if you don't get
Hi
one of the
DT.
DLCs right away, and
At
if you really want
B0 level
children,
3 tap, you have
Biotech is the way to do that. The
5,420
Biotech
tokens.
DLC is the way to do it, but it's
DT.
expensive.
Grinning
However, on
face.
PC, to tide you
Ducky.
over, once you understand how the vanilla game plays, then play with
I got it
mods.
for PC grinning face.
So Zesty, for
Zesty.
example. Zesty, if Zesty gets the Biotech DLC, Zesty can have children
Chap. Who died?
inside of her base.
Chop. Top.
Nobody died.
What about the Bibliotech DLC?
The Bibliotech DLC. By the way, Zesty just came in at just the right
YYYY.
time. We are
No one SCT.
3 weeks
Chat
away
points.
from the
1.
RimWorld
STC
PC
Belson.
edition getting the Odyssey update. And Odyssey
2,524,547.
has already,
2.
by the developer, I did
Sheep's
post it
Digital
inside the Sins
Wonderlands.
Arcade. I did come across the blog post
54,759.
from Ludion
3.
Studios directly
Evolved Finch.
regarding the first tidbit of information that they're
9,454.
releasing regarding the Odyssey
Garavanti.
update.
Death by
And it's like
Oreos.
8 additional biomes, a
9,289.
bunch of weather
Gamble
conditions,
540.
just a bunch of
Rolled
additional
94.
granularity that the
At
base game
D0
really
level
did
3
need, and
tap
I don't
won
know how much of that is for
1,620
specifically
tokens and now
Odyssey,
has
and or how much of that is in the
6,542
1.6
tokens.
update.
Cool beans.
Regrettably, the closest I can get
Gamble
is 1.24 here on
154.
PlayStation. Now, I do
Rolled
have my
98.
Steam Deck,
At Diana the
but
Duck
I don't
won
have any of the DLC
462
on my
tokens
Steam
and
Deck. I
now has
only have DLC right here on this
5,504
because I
tokens.
found a good bundle. It's still RimWorld. It is still RimWorld. And we are playing right now with the Royalty DLC as well. How are you guys going along? Annie Oakley here. Look at her. Get going. Get going. Get going. She's hunting that turkey. Run, turkey, run. Damn. You're going way far out of your way. Where's the turkey at? Oh, he's right here. Come on, get him. I believe in you. Did we have a better gun than that? I swear we had a better gun. Hold on. Where the hell's the base? Oh, right here. Did we not have a better gun? Who has the better... Wait, she has the better shooting? Who has the better shooting skill? She does. But he's carrying... Is Decker carrying the...
What creatures are the baddies in this game today, Sin?
Alright, so
Did you
actually
know there
she
is a
should be...
playlist for
She
the
should have
video
the
you're
rifle because
watching?
she's going out hunting.
Check the
I mean,
channel
I don't know
page
very
for
many
more
people who go out
playlists in
hunting
the
with a
adventures
with a
contained wiki.
revolver, but I mean, if you could fire well enough and you're fast enough, you can close that gap. You're good. All right, what was the question you asked? I apologize. What creatures are the baddies in the game today, Sin? So as of right now, we have a lynx, a cougar that we need to be concerned about, and a timber wolf. Those are the three predators that are in our stretch of the map right now. All right, let's
She
go
likes
back up
short
here.
range fighting.
Well, I know, but if she's going to be primarily our hunter, right? She is. So she's primarily our hunter
Join the
because
multi-discipline
I
Sin's
think that's just
arcade
how it worked out as
Discord.
far as like the workload, I believe.
450 plus members.
It made sense. So I
https
should actually have I should have him.
discord.gg/discord.bfn43.
Oops, come here.
Revolvers are suitable for hunting for certain game. Thank
Right?
you for watching.
I should probably, even though
Your
right because
support means more
she's
than you know, even
the
if you are
hunter.
not chatting.
I'm wondering if I should have
Don't
him
be
drop the
shy,
bolt
the
action
arcade
rifle
abides.
and swap
Oh
out guns
07.
at least for
Heist
temporarily. I don't know. I don't
654.
know. Maybe not.
Listen
Depends
up,
on
you
if she comes
primitive
back.
screwheads.
She's
Enter
still
in the
hunting the turret.
D0
Oh, because I
level
told her
3
she
tap
had to
is trying
prioritize
to
it.
get a crew together for a heist against the mega core.
Why don't you
Type. Heist A. Cougar
come back
Hunter.
and eat some
You
food?
called? Yes, Sinbai. Bill.
Hey, somebody got the turkey. All right, come on. Somebody needs to build this.
Heist 700. Ahoy.
What does it require?
Diana the Duck has joined the treasure hunt.
Okay, so somebody needs to work on that.
Heist
Wood.
all.
So come on, I need somebody to work on it. As soon as we have enough wood, we're building this
We got turkey
butcher
for
table.
dinner. Ahoy.
Yep.
Ed Zesty has joined the treasure hunt.
I know you're building that, but come on.
Heist all. Ed quote, Cougar Hunter.
How do we
You
have
called?
wood for that, but we don't have enough
Single
wood for
quote.
this? No.
Ahoy. Ed Jeep's Digital Wonderlands has joined the
And then the
treasure
power goes
hunt.
down because we don't have enough
At
wood to
D0
fuel
level
into
3
it.
tap successfully
All right,
added
so
code
you know what?
436.
Urgh. All right, maybe I don't stress on it. Don't stress on it. As soon as you're done eating, I need you to prioritize just harvesting trees for a while. We need to clear these trees because we need the wood. Decker, I need you to continue that one and just stay out here, and I will have Bob Ross run all the wood to wherever it needs to go. I think that's a better idea. You need to get back up, Yuma. Are you happy or sleepy or what's going on?
What's the point?
Rest, you're good. Get back up.
Chrome. The entire crew
You
escaped
get
the
up
mega core tower alive. They celebrate with as much pay data,
and
credits, and
get over
pilfered
here
black
and start
market tea.
hauling this
A crew of
shiza
ne'er-do-wells,
around. Come
edgerunners,
on, man.
gangers, and beastly commenters are prepping to take down one
No,
of the mega
I
core
want
in
you
the
to get
city
up
of Sin.
and do that.
G. Results. Jeep's Digital Wonderlands, 60,234, Zesty, 466, Diana the Duck, 770, D0 Double 3 Tap, 719. Add quote, somebody
The hell
in the
is, what
double
did you
bed better
tap?
have wood or what's the point?
Equipped
Sheep.
wood?
At
Oh, he
D0
can't, he
level
won't
3 tap,
haul. No, okay, so
successfully
then
added
switch
code
this up. So
437.
Decker, I need you to haul the wood. Yuma, I need you to cut.
How DT is on one tonight.
I didn't hear what she said. I'm so sorry. Give me just a second, I'll go back and check. Mark all these really quick. Alright, and then Sarai, you're working on that one. You go back up here. Anything over there?
Adding quotes in.
Oh, she's adding quotes. Okay, gotcha. Ow, my right leg, my knees, boy, my knees. Hit that like button. Smack it like it owes you money. Please, help me out. Help me. Help me, Randy Random. Help me.
Like.
Maybe I went a little crazy with the wood
Please slap the
still.
like
I don't
button for
know.
sin.
Like for right now, technically we don't need, if I had to go back and cancel anything that we don't need.
Add quote.
Cancel
My
all, oops,
duty is
except for
on one
the
tonight,
the
Ducky.
wood.
42
Oh,
people
what are you
told me
doing? Why
please
are you?
like the stream for me. At D0-3 tap, successfully added quote 438.
Bup, bup. All right, that'll work.
Isn't anybody gonna help that poor man?
Is anybody out there? Is there anybody out there?
Add quote, I went a little crazy with the wood, sin.
And now that he passed out.
We having wood
All right.
issues tonight. Thank
Yeah.
you for watching.
Yep.
Your
Wood.
support means more than
A
you
little bit of a
know,
breakdown
even
on
if you
wood.
are
We'll
not
cut
chatting.
back on the orders for
Don't be
construction
shy, the
because it's
arcade
smarter if
abides.
you need to just to
07.
instead of powering
At
ahead, you want to make sure you can
D0-3
get
tap,
you can
successfully
get
added quote
ahead into what you need to.
439.
How are
Add
you doing
quote,
on?
we having
And now
wood
I'm
issues
slow
tonight,
this back.
Ducky.
Actually, we'll go to double speed. How are you doing on your comfort and everything else? Initial optimism. All right, why don't you stop what you're doing?
At D0-3 tap, successfully added quote 440.
All right, I don't know what that was. Oh, he's back up now. Well, I was hoping they'd be able to spend some time together, but apparently not. Apparently they're just doing his silent work. He wakes up, doesn't even get his coffee, just goes straight to work. And she's going out there shooting. Yuma won't, but Decker will. Oops, I didn't mean to equip. Oh, I see. My bad. He's carrying
She
around
said, I'm
wood?
busy shooting, I'll talk later.
What? All right, actually, that's a good idea. Let's do that. Let's do that. Have her go over here. Swap them out. She's gonna go out there and hunting right now. Might as well have her, using the actual best gun to do that. So we have enough wood out here. We don't need this too. I screwed that up. Deconstruct that. Come on. Wait for her to get back over here. What are you doing? Get over here and grab this rifle. Oh, there she is. Swaps out, and then you come over here and grab that. So, guys, swapping the gun out was a better idea. I bet she's gonna come back with a lot more stuff, a lot better hauls as far as her food is concerned. And back to normal speed. All right, so we're gonna go to the wood butcher table. We're gonna put butcher creature. We're going to put them take to best stockpile since we don't have a refrigerator yet. But we are going to actually have them drop on floor because then when they go into a hauling mode, they just haul it over. But we will go back into that and set that to be forever. We also, because we already do have an animal, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to drop on floor. Normally, the only ones you're never going to do this with are going to be the food related ones. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Are the food related ones, but it'll work out because obviously if you want to drop it on the floor here, because the kitchen can come back in and grab it as soon as it's done too. All right. Now the next thing I need you to do, steel.
Roll
Steel.
5 at D0
All right, we need to see if we can find, is this steel? Please tell me this is steel. Compacted steel. That will work for me. Thank goodness that will work for me. I didn't hear the question that you just asked, and we'll check it in just a moment. All right, we need this, and who has the best mining? 1, 5. Sarai has it, and what is she doing? Mining, and damn it, I didn't see it.
Digital
What?
Wonderlands
3.
146.422.
3, so 5.
Zesty,
Sarai, what are you doing? You're sleeping. As soon as you're done sleeping, I need you to come over here and start mining this steel because we need the steel
Arcade,
to make stuff with.
D0 Double 3 Tap,
That works.
55.92.
That works for me. All right, there's that.
Gunboat Willie,
Because we need that stove up and
25.25,
running
9.
so that we
Delta
can
1
do that. All right, we need to cook this
246,
food up now.
22.17,
Or,
10.
yeah, we need to cook this food up now.
Envoy
So
Vandal,
because we don't have the
21.83.
stove just yet, we will put, yeah, we don't have the stove just yet. So we will put this right here. And then once that's built, then we'll just tear it apart if we need to. Don't be afraid to go back low tech if you absolutely need to. Just even clearing what trees we did there, we just still didn't get it. Now, what was the question you had? We're having wood issues tonight. I cannot remember seeing. Have you made an animal area yet?
Yet
So that's what
again,
this pen
some kind of
is.
sheep that
Not
does
just
nothing
yet.
but jump fences gets top hours.
That's because you just put it on your phone and let it run.
Low.
I'm smart to your game. I know. I know what's going on. I know.
Join the multi-discipline Sins
Sorry, I had a
Arcade
moment there.
Discord.
I was having a moment.
450 plus members. https://discord.gg/dfadafnqdfn.
Oh, because he won't haul. Why won't you haul stuff?
Thank you for watching. Your support
My
means more
back.
than you
That's
know,
why I bet you that's
even
what it
if you
is.
are not
My
chatting.
back. I can't. My back.
Don't
He doesn't
push
have
me,
any
the
issues. He
arcade
just. Why
abides.
won't he call?
07.
VR designer. Yuma designed virtual reality simulations for Glitter World citizens. He paid great attention to the details of his worlds, including learning all that he could about plant life to make his landscapes more realistic. I feel bad. I feel like I'm called out. Not in plants, but yeah, that's what I did for tabletop role-playing games too. The more knowledge you learn, the more you can describe things with a little bit more, um, or better suspension of disbelief, more immersion, right? And everybody loves that suspension of disbelief. Like my suspension of disbelief that I can make a thriving colony, survive the
It's
first
obvious
year.
that I'm watching, face green smiling, watching for quotes.
She's quote sniping, guys. Quote sniping.
Lol.
Quote sniper. She's a quote sniper. Burn it up. All right, come in. What are we doing? Sleeping, and hauling wood. He's a wood hauler. Hauling that wood. He's hauling the wood like nobody's business. I need you to actually prioritize. Dude, you just don't have the wood.
Equals quote sniper.
Stop. I need you to focus on. No, actually, yeah. Yeah, as soon as you're done with that, focus on
You can
cutting these
donate or
trees down.
support in multiple ways now.
Do, do, do,
Super
do,
chats,
do, do, do,
YouTube
do, do,
memberships,
do,
and
do, do,
using the
do, do.
Cash App dollar low
All right,
VAT
and
sync.
then we have to go back in
Thank you for your
and
card.
chop more wood just to make sure, and we'll do it from this corner. Yeah, there were a couple more. Up to, yeah, up to that way. Man, we deforested all of that really quickly, didn't we? Ba-ba-ba-bom. Cutting that tree, cutting the tree. He won't haul any wood, but he will
DTURND.
cut the tree. I screwed that up badly. Wow, 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 wow. So what else do we need for this? Go
I'm
in
keeping
there.
eye on everyone.
I wish it would tell you what specifically it needs, like the materials wise, for it to be, instead of just to work
Sin,
to
are you
build as
going to try
34.
altars? I'm Sin's Chaos Becky.
Altars, very much interesting. Um, I don't know. Even if I did, I can't afford it right now. That's it. That's really what it comes down to. right? I can't afford it at the moment. So because I can't afford it, it is something that is on my short list eventually. I did find out that there is a PlayStation 5 version, or yeah, PlayStation 5 version, and there's even a special or edition already of some type or another for it. But again, it's just money. So because I'm moving this
Did
weekend
you know
too,
there is a playlist for
um,
the video you're
I
watching?
money's gotten
Check the
much
channel
tighter,
page for more
and
playlists and the
accordingly, so
adventures
I
contained
appreciate all the
withy.
support that I've been getting.
Cripe
All
whack
the
and
members that
release
I've
the
received
duckies
this
of
month, this
chaos.
month has been just amazing in many ways,
End
and
quote. I'm
disappointing in
Sin's
many others.
chaos
So
ducky,
it's
ducky.
been a crazy roller coaster month. Um, but I still
At
love and support
D0 Level
everybody
3
who's been
Chap
here for
successfully
me this
added
entire
quote
time.
441.
And eventually that is something that it is on my short list to get. And hopefully they'll have some additional stuff released for it. The weird thing about being a multi-platform gamer is, especially playing PC games on Steam Deck and then PlayStation games on console or for console, is that I mean I live multiple worlds. I can play both of those. I can't showcase any of this stuff from the Steam Deck because recordings Share Factory on
I
the
love you
PlayStation.
guys.
Share Factory is a
Thank you for watching. Your support
Share
means
Factory
more
is a
than you know,
shitty
even
editor.
if you are not chatting.
But I
Don't
don't
be
have any
shy,
other
the arcade
platform to
vibes.
edit the videos the way
07.
that I need to at the
Zozo
moment.
Ducky.
And it's the best that I honestly have. I can't do it on my phone, can't sure as hell can't do it on my Steam Deck, which doesn't have enough, or I mean, the Chromebook, which does not have enough hardware oomph at all. My phone doesn't have enough hardware oomph. I'm really wary about going to a pawn shop and getting a used laptop, which they'll still overcharge me for. So right now, things are very limited, and they have to be limited until I can get beyond and move forward. But yeah, I play multiple games both on console and on PC. So maybe if I can get a good deal
Chaos.
on Steam Deck, or you know,
Man,
for
the
for the
chaos has
Steam
been
version,
demanded. Let's
just
go.
depends. It just depends. All right, she's gonna go dig at the compact steel site and visitor. We have a visitor, which we'll check out in here in just a moment. Hopefully this should generate this. I don't want to dig too far deep into this. Might be able to close this off, but this should hopefully be a little bit of good starting steel. I'm glad we actually sat down here. Hopefully that will work out. Where is Grumpus sleeping? I don't think I marked a sleeping spot for him, so let's do that now. Actually, yeah, that's for small animals. This is Grumpus. Why don't you sleep? Did he leave? Where the hell did the damn donkey go? Grumpus, where is the... I can't see them.
Quote.
Alright, yeah, I can. I can see where they're at. Alright, so that one, Grumpus, you go right here,
I must
and...
be back in a bit. Quote
Alright,
105. I don't need to find my weirdos. You guys come to me. Come to Daddy. Lord of
and
Sin.
then
May
we'll
3rd,
put the
2025.
caravan loading spot
That's what he said.
right here. Visitor. Visitor is a hunter from the
She.
Iraspa Pact is visiting the colony. The
Check
Eraspa
out
Pack.
this
This is
crazy,
Cankle the Hunter.
wonderful new
Cankle the Hunter
creator.
is a male,
https
biologically
colon//
24 years of age, and his childhood was a herder. Attended to the Buffalo herds, Buffalo herds, keeping them a distance from predators and
CHJ5NC05NC5NC5AFA.
treating sick
That
animals.
might be
It
my
was
kind
quiet
of
work,
quote.
but he
Zesty
enjoyed being
lol.
away from people. Don't we all? At times. Adulthood, he became a hunter. Of course, makes sense, because, right, you were already used to working with
Hello
animals.
visitor in game.
Cankle tracked, trapped, and killed animals for their meat and leather. Try saying that 3 times fast. Cankle tracked, trapped, and I can't even do that. Cankle tracked, trapped, and killed animals for their meat and leather. Cankle tracked, trapped, and killed animals for their meat and leather. Cankle used both ranged and melee
I agree
weapons.
deeply.
Sometimes he hunted alongside the animals. He's Dr. Doolittle with a spear. He's older. He's got sideburns. Extremely low expectations. Again, don't we all? 12 in animals? Damn.
100% DT lol.
Chemical interest. He likes his chemicals. Don't we all? Body purist. Hashtag don't we all. Body purist. Cankle believes the human body is limited for a reason. To him, Artificial body parts are unethical and disgusting. He's a night owl. At 6 p.m. Wandering around. For 24, why does he already have like this bald? He just prematurely balding. That sucks, dude. Look at that. Look at that headshot. Look at that. Oh man. Caught in 4K too. That sucks. He says it's my solar panel. My solar panel right there. Right there. You know he's got one of those like southern accents. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Has a short bow, has some pemmican, cloth parka, tribal, so he's a tribal member. Well, he's a visitor. He's not anybody we're capturing or anything like that. He's coming by. Hopefully, if he likes, whenever the visitor comes by, the visitor is kind of the unquote quote unquote spy for the storyteller, even though the storyteller knows everything that's going on at all times in your colony, in your area. But if they're happy, exactly, MWM, LWL, mistakes were made, lessons were learned. If the visitors are happy with what they see, not just the traders, but just visitors, if they're happy with what they see, sometimes they will leave gifts for you, or leave gifts for you. Or if they come in and they're hungry, and you just happen to have food available for them, and you're inviting, you're not like attacking them or anything, and they go eat that food, a lot of times then they'll do that. They'll be okay with it. Nice, we got the donkey back. Welcome back, Grumpus. What is this donkey's name, guys? We need a name for the donkey. Name this donkey right now.
Okay, Ducky is going bed. It's
What do you name to unicorn? We rename him unicorn. So Grumpus? We don't like Grumpus? What should the donkey's name be?
Night Ducky. Sleep tight.
Doofus.
Night Ducky. Sweet dream, slightly smiling face.
I like that. We'll do Doofus. Alright, so there you go, Doofus. And then now we need names for these people. You already said Bob Ross, and I think I like that idea. I think we're going to go with Bob Ross. Or Rob Boss. We'll deal with Rob Boss. Sparkle Farts? Next animal. Next animal. We're going to name Sparkle Farts. And he is his role is that, in touch with his feelings. Can I fit it? Ah. Alright, let's re-edit that. I can get that in there.
Add quote, Sparkle Farts, zesty.
I like that one. Alright, and then... there's that, and... for Sarai, we need to rename her. We need to rename her. YWZ. You're welcome, Z. Yep. There we go.
Can we hit 500 quotes tonight? Without Sin banning me. Lol.
Alright, so she's Larry Shewis, the puppeteer. And then I think we keep Decker. I think Decker's a great name, but what is his role? He's not the castaway. Or if we no, actually, I think we do keep him. If we're gonna we gotta rename him though. His name has got to be, because you know it is. Oh, that's right. Can't have the exclamation in there. Damn it. Here we go. He's Wilson. Wilson, Larry Shewis, and Rob Boss. Yes or no? Let me know in chat. Let me know. Is that a good name? Is this a good selection? I'll leave it up in here. My bad, sorry. Actually, we were going to rename him.
Gamble is on cooldown for 17 seconds. Heist 537.
There we go. There we go. Rob Boss, Happy Accidents, Larry
537.
Shoeis, the puppeteer, and Wilson Castaway.
Listen up, you
Yes or no?
primitive
Let me know.
screwheads.
Need a
Educated
meal source.
engineer
You're not
level 3
kidding.
Tap
I
is
know.
trying
I
to
know we
build
need
a
a new
crew
meal source.
together
But we
for a
need an
heist
electric
against
stove
Mega
before we
Corp.
need a meal source, though.
Type.
Actually, we need wood
Heist
in the wood
A.
fire. What are we doing?
Heist
Digging, building a
Ahoy.
roof. Oh, pause.
At symbol Joe has joined the treasure hunt. Gamble 537.
We're getting there. We are getting there.
Roll 27. At D0 Double 3 Tap 1 537 tokens and now has 4,879 tokens.
Got blinkies. I missed 420 earlier. My bad. No, I guess I didn't.
Thank you for watching. Your support means more than you know. You are not kidding. Don't be shy.
Well.
Arcade abides.
Oh, yeah.
07.
Good stuff. Whew. All right. Let's set up some more hunting. Let's really kick up the hunting notch here a little bit. You're going to keep her busy. As soon as she's done. How are you feeling? You're content. Okay. Everybody's content and happy. But remember, they also start with a little bit of a boost in their mood. Oops. Their initial optimism that expires like in 6 or 7 days. So they basically have initial optimism the very first week. And you can kind of get away with pushing them a little bit more.
Given medical care.
I'm not even taking that chance. So far, so good. How does it look as far as with roofing is concerned? This should have been roofed off too. Why is that not roofed off? I like it. I like it. Not too big, not too small. Works for me. Okay. Decker. We need wood. Seriously? My goodness, dude. Alright. Sherry Lewis. Larry Shoeis, sorry. Alright. After you are done sleeping, Rob, I need you to go up here. Keep calling him the wrong name.
That's what he said.
He knows his name. He knows his name again. What's his name again? Will the real Rob Boss please stand up? He's going to be a busy bee tomorrow. Hey, visitors from the Eraspa Pact are leaving. And they gave us a gift. Very cool of them. Silver. They gave us 60 silver? Well, that was very generous. That's very, very cool. Alright, Larry. What are you doing, Larry? Oh, you're really going to town on that steel, aren't you? I guess we're going to need it because... Oh, they're already starting on it. Oof. Okay, yeah, we're going to need it. Alright, you're good. Keep continuing going, doing what you're doing. Keep carrying on. Thank you, kind good stranger. With your strange haircut at 24 years of age, I feel bad for you. Have you considered wearing a toupee? I mean, there's nothing to be ashamed of. I'm not trying to body shame you. I'm just saying your head must get cold. It must feel really, really weird. Is that how you recharge at night? Just put your head in front of the air conditioner?
Quote.
Oh, shit.
Meow. May
Oh,
2023.
I
August
miss
5th,
Ryoki.
2023.
I miss Ryoki. I miss Lilu. Lilu is a good kitty too. Oh, 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 oh. All right. Add bill to.
WTF, Sin killed Ducky so bad, she left chat.
No. What? Stop making up stories, man. That's not funny. It's really messed up. It hurts my feelings, okay? Alright? Okay?
Did you know there is a
I have
playlist for
feelings
the
too,
video
you
you're
know?
watching? Check the channel page for more playlists and the
Um,
adventures contained with the
burn apparel, burn weapons, burn drugs. I don't need to burn anything. What am I doing? Stop.
I'm a writer, I'm supposed to make up stories.
Oh. Well, you're not wrong. Not wrong. Okay, so I'm not speeding through because if I speed things up, I can go to maybe second speed. That's the most I'll do. Um, I want to be able to be ready and prepared. It says we have low food even though we have the survival meals here. We're gonna go over and check. I know it's food lavish, but I went in and modified it. It says lavish underneath where my face is. If I duck, you can see it.
Thank
All right,
you
it
for
does show
watching.
lavish.
I
In
support
here, we're
memes
going
more
to
than you know,
choose
even if you are not chatting.
meals.
Don't be shy. The
Nutrient
arcade
is
guides.
checked, so they
For
can
seven.
eat the packaged survival
Excellent.
meals.
I'm a writer. I'm supposed to make up stories. Sheep.
There we go.
At D0
Yeah. All right, we should be good.
successfully added
At
quest
least until they get that stove made. Once
424.
they get the stove made, we should be even more golden. Then the farming can actually be started
Arcade
because we're gonna need
fanfic.
that. Oh, we should honestly, I need if somebody starts one, start something like well, yeah, if somebody starts one, I'll join. I'll join. We could do like round robin on the story. So like Sheep would write the first chapter, Officer Genius would write the second chapter, I would write the third chapter, and then round robin from there type of thing. Or however it works. You know what I mean? That's not a bad idea. I think that's a pretty good idea. You guys let me know. We'll workshop it. We'll workshop it. We're getting there. Let me know. Alright, this door is actually kind of... Oh no, I guess not, because then you can just bypass. Yeah. It's probably a little redundant, but it works. Throw it down. Bam! Alright. And then now, butchers, that's there. Okay, that's good. He's coming in here. Chop it up. Yes! We're getting there. Alright, and... You won't haul. You're cooking. You need to... No. I need you to get this going first. Especially when there's wood right there. You guys all walked right by it. Dummy. And then, first thing you do, are going to have to prioritize moving those. Because they can't get their door closed. They don't get any privacy. There's just a bunch of bricks holding their door open. Alright, it's already 67 degrees, 9th of April, May, which means that we need to start preparing for heat waves. Hey, Andre. Hey, Andre Vandal. I can talk.
Check out over at they were last playing.
Guys,
Andre.
did you guys use the Bang Vandal? There you go. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hi, Andre, slightly smiling.
Guys, check out Andre Vandal. Check out NT Sheep. There's a bunch of other content creators who are also part of this chat and are members of the Sins Arcade as well. You can be too, and if you don't want to be a YouTube member, there's other ways to donate. Any kind of contributions you'd like to provide, all are taken and will be helpful. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so even if you don't want to monetize, help out with any kind of monetary assistance or support, or even even a simple like, then
not like that, you pervs.
What? I'm putting together a YouTube, a Rimworld tips and tricks for early game, just for vanilla. It's a newer. I think it's well written. I'm hoping that I can make it visual as well. If I can make it look decent and halfway nice. That's the plan. That's the hope.
Who was banging me? Please
Um,
smack the like button for sin.
so just consider subscribing because honestly, that helps me a lot too. It helps the channel grow. It gets me closer to full monetization and
I
everything
must
else that
have
goes
been
along with it.
sleeping.
Got a lot of different stuff planned in the future. I don't just play Rimworld. I also play other games. There's a lot of catalog games. I've been doing this for 10 years now, for a decade. So I play a lot of different types of games, especially like complex games like this that require you
Helpful.
to
Who
really
was
think
banging me?
and plan
Andre.
ahead. And then when
At
those plans
G0 I
inevitably
did
go
contact. Successfully
awkward
added
because you
code
maybe overreached
445.
and you risked more than you
Since
should have,
Rimworld
than you considered the
2 and 3.
reward,
First,
and
go kill
it
Ducky.
happens. So, games like that, like Star Traders Frontiers, for example, any Tracy Brothers games. I have played Cybernight's Flashpoint. Cybernight's Flashpoint is now out and available, by the way, for you to get too. So, at the moment, I can only stream or make content that I can share with the public on PlayStation, but I also play on PC and mobile. So there's lots of different games. Lots of different games. Now we could probably speed it up just while they're sleeping. Actually, hold on. Before I do that, let me go to normal mode.
Started
Let
playing
it
Biomutant
continue
hard
running.
this morning.
Biomutant is.
Thank you for watching.
Let me know
Your
what you
support
think
means more
because
than you
maybe
know,
you
even
will
if we
get.
are not chatting.
Maybe you'll get it and it
Don't be
won't.
shy, the arcade
I don't
abides.
know. I will say
O7.
consider turning off the narrator.
O7 Andre, it's fun.
You're either going to love the narrator or you're going to hate the narrator. I don't think there
Quote
is really an in between on that.
155.
And the
Quote
gameplay
155.
is
Unplayed
very
but
much rinse and
successful.
repeat. You play
ET, November 4th,
roughly 2
2025.
hours, and that's what the rest of the game is pretty much going to be. Not that that's a bad thing. I don't know. If that's your boat, cool. To me, there's not enough. It's not enough depth and complexity. But I've been ruined by games like this, for example, right? Games like this where it takes a takes a you fall in and it takes you a long time to swim back up. Giant iceberg. Icebergosaurus. Throw this up there. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you. 56 people watching. Amazing. Is this too loud when I vape? Is it loud in the microphone? I will mute it if I have to. Do, 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 do. I do wish that there was more music for the base game, or that you could play your own music. That's the one thing that kind of upsets me about PlayStation 3 that you could do on a
So does the
PS3.
game progress after you log out?
No, 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 no. Once you're done, once you,
Thank you for
especially like
acting
this one.
loud.
Thank you for that feedback. I
57
appreciate
Now
that.
we are ketchup.
Ketchup. So the mode that I'm playing is commitment mode, which means it's Iron Man mode. All of your choices count. You can't reload the save and roll back. Everything that happens happens, and that's it. You can just deal with the consequences. Keep moving forward. That's what life is, right? So because of that, but you can do
At Ben,
where you can
ketchup.
reload stuff too if you really wanted to. But
At
going back, let
G0
me make
level
sure I
3
understand the
Chap.
question. So
Successfully
does
added
it
code
progress after you log out?
426.
No, it's not. As a matter of fact, the simulation only runs when I say go ahead and run. Other than that, it's always wants to be paused, and then I dictate the speed at which it runs at. But its default state is to be paused, technically.
Quote
Go for it,
195.
girl.
Quote
Larry Shewis.
195. That's a whole different type of Rimworld. Sin. April 30th,
Maybe I should.
2025.
So maybe
Sin
Puppeteer's a
doesn't have
bad
to
name
deal
for her.
with things
Let's
too
go with a
long,
different name.
since everyone dies and he has to restart lol.
Stop! I'm so glad you guys can't see my face. Really, I'm very, very glad you cannot see my face. Sheep. Son of a. Okay. So what should we call her?
Blame lamb. Oh no. Now you've done it. Sheep's fault.
All right, there we go. So now we have Annie. I think it's better. I think it's a better idea. I like that. I like it better. Smack it if you like it. All right, grab those two. What the? That's a wall. What are you shooting the wall for? Oh, I think you. Oh, I think you got. I was gonna say, it looked like you killed it. You got the silver. You got that steel. Way to go, Deadshot McGee. Okay, can you move up? What, woman? My goodness. Come on, hit the turkey. Yeah, there we go. Positioning is a better idea. That's a much better idea. That's not. Do not hit the boomalope. Please do not shoot the boomalope. All right, you know what? I need you to stop right now. Stop what you're doing, and why don't you help out somewhere over? Why don't you help
Join
in
the
here?
multi-discipline Sins Arcade Discord.
Why don't you guys hang out? You just help out in there. Leave that turkey alone. My goodness. You're gonna start a fire right near the house. So if you've ever played The Sims, this is much like if you know, this would be The Sims on steroids. Is a good way to kind of think about it too, which it just depends on your threshold of bullshit. You either are gonna love it or really, really dislike it. I personally love it, but I'm a masochist. So it is what it is. It just works out for me. Need defenses. Okay, cool, cool, cool. We're getting to that point where as soon as it tells you that you need defenses, meaning that you have gotten to a point where you have built up enough that now marble? It's probably not. Marble would be tougher than steel, though. All right, so maybe we come out here and we put. How do I want to do this? I don't know which direction they're going to be coming from, so that's kind of tough to do that. We already have the bricks. It's not like we only. Well, let me get away with just putting one. That'd be kind of funny. Well, let me just get away with putting one down. Or is it going to say, no, that's not enough? Here, let's throw that down, and then we'll throw a wooden spike trap down. Alright. Now, we will be making a kill box relatively soon. We just need to make sure that we have at least some kind of pipeline for... Go back to work. Now, you better just stay the hell away from the boomalopes. Oh, berry bushes. We're going to double select by hitting X to select as many as you can see as we zoomed. The reason I zoomed out was so that I could select as many at once. Then once we have them all selected, then choose harvest, and hopefully they will go out and grab some of those berries and bring up those delicious berries. The problem is, Rob Boss will go out and he will gather them, but because he doesn't carry anything back, because of his limbago, Rob Boss has limbago. Rob Boss has limbago. Thankfully, it's not lupus, right? Because it's never lupus. He has limbago. Much like Uncle from Red Dead Redemption. Limbago. She's shooting like crazy. Get down with your bad self. No. Did you get him? He's right there! Come on! What? Your shooting is horrible. I think you were better off with the revolver. Sad to say. Honestly, I think that's true. I think she was better off with the revolver. No, she gave it up. He's like, nah, he's gone. He's gone. I don't want to be here anymore. I'll carry this steel back. That's good. Thank you. That's smart. Wait, what is this? That is steel. We could break that down too. So, in order to select these things, the ruins that were already there, and if you already know, you know, just bear with me. My goodness, I got to do it. So you're going to go into architect and you go into orders. You're going to go into claim, and you're going to claim the items that you want to be yours. Alternatively, you can drag, like if I wanted this whole area, if I wanted to claim it all and then tear it down, which wouldn't be a bad idea because that's steel too. Yeah. However, alternatively, I could finish the building. All right, finish the building, and that's an additional building that's not too far from the base, and could either work as an additional outpost, could work as a factory, as a workshop. That's a really damn good idea. Is actually turning this into a workshop. What happened?
Darn it.
What did you do to that monkey? Nah. What? So, I'm liking where we're at. All right, now that the we're going to deconstruct that. Oops. We're going to open this up, and this gives us even more reasons to go from the campfire. We're going to keep the campfire, but we're probably not going to keep it right here because having this right here is just craziness. So it's better to deconstruct it and put it down somewhere else. Because that also makes this room 80. Why is it cooler? It's 83 degrees in here. Is there no roof? No, it says indoors. Indoors, indoors, indoors. Did I screw up there? Yeah, I did. Okay. Constructed roof. There we go. There we go. I had to turn on all the infographs in the bottom right corner. So far, so good. I don't know. They don't like this room. That's a tiny ass room. It was not meant to be this way. But I got to make room because when this eventually goes in, we're gonna get there. So now, oh, there we go. Comes up. All right. Since it looks like you'll be here for a while, Rob Boss thinks that you should give your faction a name. What should your faction be called? Provide me a name, por favor. If you're strong enough, if you're brave enough, what should the name of our settlement be? 70 people here. What should we call it? Please share down below. Make me proud. Make me proud.
Valhalla.
Valhalla? Ooh, that's not bad. Ooh, that's really good. I like that idea. The faction of Valhalla? Okay, yeah, if I could. Arthritis. There we go. Valhalla? Should that be the faction or the settlement name? Asking for a friend. I have no idea where my glasses are. Bet you they're downstairs. My bad. My bad. So which should we... Valhalla is not bad. So that's the faction name or the settlement name? RJ? Which one? Because I think it kind of works for both. That's why I'm asking. Which one do you prefer? Oh, I don't need this. What am I prepping that for? You'd call the settlement Valhalla. Okay, so what should the faction be called? Actually, you know what? We'll do that. We'll just change this up then. Here. And drag that down. And Valhalla. Okay, so there's that. Now we just need the actual faction name itself. What should the faction name be? Should I just go through the random? Feinweba? Faction Feinweb. Treaty of West Andler. Huh. Unfortunately, I don't know where we're at on the damn
Sad,
continent.
my play hour is over.
Oh,
Later,
no. DT, we love you and appreciate you. 07. 07 in chat, guys, for DT, for
See
Delta,
you all
Double
next
Tap.
time.
Double Tap, we appreciate you. Great contributor. Great No Man's Sky. I think you build or used to be a builder. 07.
Sin in chat.
Good at
Goose,
game!
goose,
Goose, goose, goose.
Goows.
Why is the
Good
goose
at
not
game,
showing up?
variety streamer at youtube.com/goodatgame. You birdie die.
Yeah.
DT. Take care D0 double 3
Why is it not?
face.
It won't pronounce it.
Oh,
Birdie
7
ditch.
DT.
You birdie ditch. Birdie ditch. Cacafuego, you birdie ditch.
Gag.
There it is. Thank you so much.
Hi Gag. They removed the goose as an emoji lol.
No, it does the for whatever reason the code won't trigger. Did it not work on? Wait, it didn't work on you guys? It didn't show up on screen? When I did the goose? I may have done that with Streamlabs. Alright. Actually, hold on. So we're going to go here. Since I know we're world sin, world. We are in the Delnator. Does it say Delnator?
The bank in the settlement can be called PayPal Hella.
Delhater?
Thank you for watching. Your support means more than
The
you
bank
know,
in the
even if
settlement
you are
can be
not
called
chatting.
PayPal.
Don't be shy, the arcade alive.
Hey, well played.
07.
Delnator
Under
Forest.
the
We live in
shade of
Delnator
squinting
Forest.
face.
Like smack dab in
I see
Delnator
goose and
Forest.
cat and an ass on
Alright,
screen.
so
Animals
the
everywhere.
so Delnator Forest something? You see the geese in chat and the ass on screen. Well played. You son of a yeah. 07 indeed. 07. Alright, so I think I think I have it renaming this as Palhalla. Alright, Palhalla's there, and then what should we name the faction?
Delnator of Ralph Nader.
Maybe. Maybe. Can you make a good faction
Fjord
pun
Friends.
name out of that? Fjord Friends? Well, we're not on a fjord though, are we?
Beard Buddies.
Beard Buddies? That's weird. I don't know about that. Weird Beard Buddies? No, that's even worse. Weird Beard Buddies. The Merry Plykings? That's a pretty good one. Keep going, guys. We need faction name. Faction name. Let's go! Faction name! Give me a faction name. I know the Merry Plykings might be good, though. I'm not sure that they're married or how long they're going to be married. I'm going to do my best to make sure that that merriness is prolonged. But, don't know for certain. Don't know. But I'm here for it. Any other suggestions? Organic League? Eden Seta? Right? North Ilaria? Northern Ungala? What'd you say? Coalition of Southeast Fendos. Wallenora. The faction of Wallenora?
Grimfire Covenant.
Ooh, that's a good name. That's a damn good suggestion. All right, we're doing that.
Sheep.
We are doing that. We are doing that.
Check out this crazy, wonderful new creator. https://www.youtube.com/CHANNEL/
All right, Grimfire Covenant. Yeah, it's spelled correctly, right? The Fellowship of the Bling.
The Fellowship of the Bling.
I don't know. Wait a second. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Okay, those are both really damn good, and they're both suggested by two different members. So we got to go to a poll. We have to go to a poll. We have to go to a poll. Sorry, I had. Yep. So, and that's for the faction name. Faction name. And then the first one is Grimfire Covenant. Grimfire Covenant, and the second one is Fellowship. I'm just gonna do Fellowship. All right, there we go. Do not deadlock the poll. Please do not deadlock the poll. I mean it. All right, so there's that. Man, we gotta figure this out soon because the sound is getting the lack of sound is getting crazy. It's so quiet. Oh, there goes. Doom 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 doom. It's kind of crazy because I know that there's one person who did all the music composition for this game, or at least the base game, and you can kind of hear like some crazy. I've heard like Pink Floyd inspirations that swear like they were just basically turning, and then there's some classical music in there too.
Quote.
Not very many tracks, at least in the base for the base original soundtrack.
Zesty, February 5th,
She can hear the carrots wail.
Please slap the like button for sin.
She's disgustipated. She's disgustipated, y'all. All right, so, all right, and the chat has 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes, guys. The poll has 2 more minutes. Fellowship of the Bling or Grimfire Covenant. Pick your horse. Pick your name. Pick your winner. We're looking for the faction name. It's either going to be Grimfire Covenant or the Fellowship of the Bling. They're both really damn good, so I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to tell you. Do not know what to tell you. But you need to tell me in the chat. So let me know in chat or let me know in the poll. More importantly. It would be helpful. It would help us all. You're a hypocrite?
Carrot chips with spicy hummus.
Squinting
face.
Spicy carrots. She likes her carrots spicy, guys. Make sure it's spicy. 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 All right. 1 more minute left on the poll. The Fellowship of the Bling is in the lead.
It's my birthday today.
Is it really your birthday? Well, happy birthday. All right, actually, please don't be screwing with me. Because if it is, hold on. You're the one who suggested, what did you suggest? Grimfire Covenant. All right. Okay, so I have to believe you that it is your birthday. And because you're the one who suggested Grimfire Covenant, then you're the one who actually gets to choose. I hope you're...
I'm 63 years young.
All right, well then you choose, Andre. Between the two,
Happy day, Andre.
your Grimfire Covenant or the Fellowship of the Bling, which one do you think should be the faction name?
Bon fate, Andre, slightly smiling face.
Please let me know, Andre.
100% Andre chooses.
I think that's the fairest thing, right? I'm glad you guys agree with that. You voted for Fellowship? All right. This is Fellowship Ode to Bling. Because I can't put any accentuation marks or anything like that. All right. Ba-bam! Your faction is now known as the Fellowship Ode to Bling, and this community is now known as Palhalla. Welcome to Palhalla. Let's go. Thank you. Appreciate you. Happy birthday, Andre. I wonder if I had turned off... I wonder if I turned off the emojis by messing around with Streamlabs. Or one of the settings perhaps in YouTube itself. Not entirely sure. Reactions are there. Yeah, so no. Oh, that's the reactions to the little tappy things. I don't think the moderation is turned up to where, I mean, they worked before, and I've seen them show up.
Owl.
Okay, so that worked. Is it just the goose that doesn't work?
Did you know there is a
I'm
playlist for
curious
the
now.
video you're watching?
I'm
Check
a
the channel
playtester.
page for more playlists and the adventures contained with the goose.
Oh,
Goat.
don't break. No, 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 no. I want. Okay, so first, I want this moved into the house.
28 Thick Thighs Save Lives.
Um,
Sin October
boom, right there.
2023.
And then these can actually be broken down,
2023.
truthfully. So why don't you work on that? Break that down. Oh, what did I just have? No, no, no. Don't drop. No. Deconstructing. Okay. He's like, nah, you know what? I'm just going to destroy it instead. Bam, bam, bam. Break it down. Pen not enclosed. What the? Who is that? Wilson, get back over here and move that.
1000.
You left the damn gap. And we don't want Doofus to walk off.
Discipline Sins Arcade Discord.
Why would you want a Doofus to walk off?
Members.
What's up with that? You know what? Maybe no. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it. I'm not gonna deconstruct it. We still have steel over here. We could grab too.
Listen up, you primitive screwheads.
Be patient. Be patient.
Trying to get a crew together for a heist
Oh, dang it! That's what I forgot to do.
Heist.
Well, now we can complete more meals at once. Keep them still to the best stockpile. The person who's going to cook, well, I'm not going to set that just yet because that won't work. And then we'll set the, for right now until you have 120, 40 each. Now, I don't want to jinx anything, so I'm not going to jinx anything. I'm just going to say I'm very happy with how this is progressing. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. And now, because most of the the construction is done, we're going to shift it all the way up to 2. Yeah, we'll shift it up to 2, and then we would have 2 really strong constructors on our team. But this one, Raw Boss actually has the better tenacity, and he won't do a lot of the other stuff that he should. So, better that he construct more than anything else. So that will shift everybody up to 3, and then him specifically will drop down to 1. That way nobody else is going to do much of the constructing right now. He's just going to be focusing on construction, growing, plant cutting, and researching. That's it. That's all Raw Boss does. That's his entire life right now. And then maybe hooking up with Annie, obviously. He needs to make sure that Annie's okay.
The team has countered your heist and dwindled your numbers.
He had. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. Damn it. I'm proud. I'm proud of it. I don't care what anybody says. I'm proud of it.
Account and the rest were extracted and given medical care. Results: Cheap's Digital Wonderlands 73,229.
Maybe we should add. All right, thank you so much for being here, Andre. Have a happy birthday. Have a very happy birthday. Make sure that the roof is covering this light just to make sure it doesn't get wet in the rain. And that should hopefully light up the area for them to play, or at least somewhat, for them to play horseshoes at night. I'll be honest. Look, if you've ever, I know this sounds really weird, but if you've never played horseshoes is really fun to play anyway. But it can be really, really fun at night. Because then you have to use like flashlights to go over and check and everything else. It's much more challenging. If it's fairly lit, then that's and so are you, then it's obviously a 10 out of 10 experience. But if it's fairly lit and you're not, then you're still going to have fun. Oh, shit. I didn't see this food. All right. Whatever you're doing right now, I need you to stop. Prioritize. Prioritize getting those the meals back to the house. Please, let's do that. Where are you going? Okay. Grab it all, let's go. Alright, there's more berries too. Select all the berry bushes and harvest those. That's food we can use. Maybe we can construct one more wall here and another trap here. Those didn't get constructed after all? Oh, they did. Right there. There. She's out there hunting a doe. Whoa. They're scattering like roaches. Scatman Carruthers. Oh! Went to sleep. Did she leave the area? Yeah, she did. Whoa. Wilson has gotten food poisoning. Simple meal cause incompetent cook. Who is set to cooking? You are. The only one set to cooking, Wilson. We don't have any. Oh, we have some medicine. We have some medicine. Not very much, but we have some. All right, who's our medic? It's Wilson. Of course it is. All right, Wilson, what are you doing, buddy? You're playing horseshoes.
07 Andre.
Oh, stop, Wilson. Slow speed. Okay, so Wilson, I need you to. Why don't I have a tend thing? And you have self-tending on, right? Yeah. I don't want you to drop anything. No, okay. Pick that back. Oh, dang it. Pick it back up. Why won't you have self-tend? Do you not have any medicine on you? Yeah, you have medicine on you. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. So just the initial food poisoning. I guess the medicine won't help right now anyway. I don't know. I don't understand it. Can we make him lay down? Oh, he gave himself. It's his own issue. You did it yourself, buddy. You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself.
Like. Please slap the like button for sin.
Okay.
Sub. DD.
So far,
Discipline Sins Arcade Discord.
getting there. It is getting there. And I appreciate and thank you all for being here today. I know there's a lot of other things that you could be doing as well. So just the fact that you're eager to keep me on in the background just for the sound. That's cool too. I appreciate it. Consider checking out the playlist for previous successes. If by success you mean like a demolition derby type of thing, events, then yes, horrible failures, but they're worth it. They're fun. They're good. More importantly, I learned a lot just by actually going through the motions to do those. If you're wondering what the actual how well it plays, it runs flawlessly. I have yet to see a hiccup in Rimworld at all, and I've only ever had it crash. I think the one time. Ever had it crash just the one time on console. So, and it's running on an external USB hard drive plugged into the back of the PlayStation 5. But as far as like running it with all kinds of stuff and in offline saves, I've gone into cheat mode. I have used it and I've spawned a buttload of colonists and a buttload of animals and a bunch, stuff. No, still doesn't really have any real struggle. And it shouldn't, by and large. The APU inside the PlayStation 5 is fairly comparable enough to be able to handle it. But again, I only stress getting this version or getting a console version if that is the only option you have. You don't have access to a PC, don't have a PC, won't have a PC, then yeah, it's worth it. Even just for the base game. All right. Cloud watching, sowing dandelions. The dandelions are for doofus and for any other animals that come in here. If you actually click on the wooden pen marker and zoom out, you can see it's the whole pen. But because we did decide to go with a large pen, which may or may not be a very wise choice. Where I was trying to be smaller and build smaller in this map, I think this encompassing both our farm as well as the actual pen itself is worthwhile too. So if you notice here, the nutrition growth is 4.82. That's encompassing the farming as well. So that's way more comprehensive, meaning that Doofus barely eats a half of, half of a half of a half type of thing. He barely is going to eat. And most of the stuff he's going to eat is going to be the dandelions and the hay grass. He won't eat the actual crops themselves. We do have some hill root that's already growing in. Potato plants. Looks like rice is good to go.
Thank you for
If I remember
watching.
correctly, this one is
Your
cotton.
support
Yep.
means more than
This
you
one
know, even
is
if you are not
strawberries.
judged.
Hopefully we can get started on
Don't be
those
shy,
relatively
be
soon.
okay
We're at
vibes.
the 11th of April,
Oh
May.
07.
So the first season, the spring season, is about to come to an end, uh, meaning that we should be able to get strawberries going here relatively soon. I'm not sure about the growing times on any of that stuff. I don't know all the details on those. I don't usually even check out the wiki too much on a normal basis. Why are you moving up? What are you doing? That's a lot more berries. Look at those. Holy cow, that's a lot of berries. That's a shitload of berries. Okay, you know what? Why don't... You're not going to leave empty-handed. So instead of you doing that, I'd like you to prioritize harvesting these berries and then carrying them all back. This is a giant clutch altogether. Let's do that. Shall we? Shall we? Yes, let's. Consuming, harvesting, sleeping. Sounds like a plan to me.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. Ba 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 bow. Bow. If you have any tips or tricks, please share them in the chat or in the comments down below. If you have any tips and tricks, please share them. I've learned a lot putting a tip and trick guide together. I'll give you credit if you give me a good tip that I don't have an inkling on, or that would be helpful, especially for somebody trying to survive the very first year. That's basically the premise of my tips and tricks video series. Will be surviving the first year. Mostly cobbled together from what I've learned and what little bit I've picked up in research. Because I knew that stone wouldn't burn, for example, but I didn't know which was going to be. I knew granite was going to be
Unquote,
tough,
no one leaves
but
empty-handed smirking face hyphen sync.
Evo, we're all in this
XSE,
together.
successfully added quote
You want to
449.
be here with me together. We're all in this together. So happy together. Do, 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 do. Now this music certainly sounds a lot like Stardew Valley in its own way. Same kind of vibes, as the kids like to say. Doofus, you're just laying there, deadbeat doofus. All right, so while we're waiting on that, and there's not a whole lot to do at the moment, let's check our colony wealth. Colony wealth is at 17,730, so we're actually quite high. We are way higher than I thought we were going to be. Although we are on Cassandra Classic Peaceful, doesn't mean that things won't still happen.
I've
I'm the
literally
first year.
never
I'm
played
not
any
turning
of
it
this,
off. I'm
so
leaving it
I'd
this.
really call it a tip, but I've been thinking maybe we should try going literally as SM. For survival.
Going as small and basic as possible to meet bare minimum requirements. That's what basically I'm trying to do here. I mean, that's why I said cobbling both together The building small. That's why I even called back what I wanted the freezer to be, right? Because we don't even have any research going. Once we have research going, then I can start growing. And even then, it's going to be very slow growing because the first thing we need to do is put together a freezer because this food is going to get rotten very fast. And we have only 3 people and a donkey to take care of. But like the rice is going to come up faster than anything else. It's the fastest growing food stuff that you can harvest, you can grow, harvest, and farm yourself. So because of that, you have to be mindful that rice is going to come up quick. And well, right now I'm only making simple meals. That's basically one ingredient meal, right? I'm pretty sure that's what that comes out to. Let's look at it. Yeah, a simple meal, quickly cooked from one main ingredient. Um, so because of that, we're eventually going to want to have fine meals coming up, and we can get those going too. And we'll do the same thing as we did before, but we're going to probably go to 120 on those as well, just because doesn't hurt to have a good round number. But then that's really where the freezer is going to come into play, because all this
Thank
stuff,
you
even
for
sitting in
watching.
here, these
Your
aren't
support
working. These
means
aren't doing
more
it. But
than you
the
know,
medicine, for
even if you are
example,
not chatting.
if you notice
Don't
down
be
here,
shy, the arcade
still
flags.
deteriorates because it's
07.
not frozen.
And the one main
Um,
ingredient is love.
because it's not cold. It's not cold enough. And even like components, for example, they're still deteriorating too. Um, the stuff like metal, like the silver, which is used for currency, does not. And for the main core ingredient is love. That's right, it is love. The power of love. That knife is just holding. That knife is holding the doors open. By the way, not that I need to know, but because I am kind of curious and nosy. Nope, still ain't made any. Still ain't gotten any loving. Awful bedroom. You're not trying hard enough, brother. I'm gonna tell you, I could. Never mind. You can make that work if you really put some effort into it. You can still get some nookie, even if you don't have a whole lot of room to eat a cookie. You can still get some nookie. All right, just where there's a will, there's a way. I'm so glad you guys are working together on this. Soon enough, Wilson won't have to focus so much on helping get the crops planted, and then we'll be able to have everybody shift a little bit on their work duties. That way, we can get the research really flowing. Or we may have Decker
Sadly,
work
there's no
on
will.
more of that. There's no more will. I don't know.
Only a Rob
I'll be
boss.
honest, yeah. Rob Boss. Rob Boss himself. He's happy. Oh, he's puking. Oh, because of the food poisoning. Food poisoning sucks, doesn't it? All right, hold on. Can I actually get him to treat himself now? No, damn it. Where is it at? Why is it? You know what? Just go over here and why won't it consume? I don't understand. Why won't you treat yourself? You're gonna go eat more food because you're bulimic now. Okay, was that triggering? I probably shouldn't have said that. Now that I think about it, my apologies. You don't know what you can or cannot say anymore. I'm gonna get canceled because I said some off the cuff, what I thought was an edgy, stupid joke.
Rob boss, treat yourself.
What is Rob Boss doing? He's out there cooking, or he's out there planting. He's out there making some happy
Food poisoning
accidents.
was how you killed another character.
I didn't kill anybody. You're gonna clean that shit up. No, 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 no. All right, you need to clean that shit up. Why won't it let me choose actions? Oh, there it goes. Hell no, you're gonna clean all of that up. You're gonna clean all of that up. Damn, dude. You ever seen that episode of Family Guy? That's what that reminded me of just there. You just, yeah. Or what was it in Stand By Me? The, what was that, pie eating contest, wasn't it? That's a great callback right there. That deserves a like. Smack the like button if you get that one. No, actually, hold on. Why don't you come in here and you grab? Why won't? Because you won't haul. That's right. All right, you're cooking. What are you doing? Hauling components back. There's more meals. Damn it! I gotta go around and scout them all out. All right. Once you're done, I need you to bring this. I hate the fact that people won't haul anything. That annoys the crap out of me. All right. But it is what it is. Thankfully, I have two people who will haul. He would have been hauling, but he's in there cleaning his own puke. You missed some spots. Matter of fact, clean all of that. And penance. Do it. Do it now. Feel like Palpatine. Do it.
https://discord.gg.
Oh, he's puking again.
Thank you for watching.
He's gonna go pass out. Just leave it there. That's horrible, dude. That is horrible. For shame. We're not barbarians. We don't live in Pukeville. What the hell's up with you? What's wrong with you? Were you raised that way? My goodness. Look at Rob Boss's stunning beard. Man's got a stunning beard. I'm not sure if there's a paint easel in the game, in the vanilla game, or in royalty. But if I find one, I promise you we will get one for Rob. Because he's a boss. I wonder, does the vomit actually help compost? Asking for a friend. Should we like point his projectile vomiting in a more productive fashion? Inquiring minds do want to know these things. It would be helpful. Like a science experiment. I'm sure it probably would. Like spring, you know, like I guess basically like have him point in that direction and then cover it with some topsoil, with some like soil, you know, soften soil up and kind of make it act like fertilizer. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm just talking out of my ass here or not. Probably am. What do I know? Nothing. I don't know shit. I don't know jack. I missed that game. It was a good game. Oh, was that more potatoes I have down there? Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay. I don't know why, but that'll work. That will work. What is this? This is dandelions, right? Yeah. You should be doing, yeah, sowing dandelions. So these dandelions grow back in fast. They grow in fast. 35% already grown over here. And this is normal fertile ground, so it's not like it's very dense in its fertility, not super saturated or nutrient soil, old dead plant matter that's been broken down by bacteria and microorganisms for hundreds of years and has now just become a nice pulp nitrate-filled way for plants to just soak up and eat all those nitrates to help them grow. That's why I think puke would still help, because you're still getting that partially biodegraded matter. That's how anyway. I don't know why I'm discussing that. It's probably sick as hell, but it's a good, valid question for survival, right? Now, I'm not justifying the I'm not justifying the What was the old Kate Moss? The way they used to call Kate Moss back in the day was heroin chic. There we go. I'm not discussing you should go the heroin chic venue of survival tactics. But if you had to puke at all, if you felt like you were gonna, you're gonna be sick because of especially like food poisoning, you could use that to help with your garden. That of yeah, I mean, makes sense. It's gonna stink. I mean, manure would still stink, right? If you've ever done any of that, if you've helped seed your lawn, and you've actually put manure down, that just stinks. You live near cows or pigs or chickens, chickens. Be cool to have chickens in here too. Well, now at this point, I know that yes, granted, we have a couple of different plots of crops growing in. The donkey predominantly will only eat the dandelions anyway. Even if he does
Ice
eat a little
cream
bit of
down.
rice or a potato here or there, it's not going to hurt us. Put her ice cream down. She's over here hauling stuff. He's cloud watching.
Thank you for
And
watching.
he's going to go play
I
horseshoes.
support
Low
games more
food.
than you know, even if you are not chatting.
All right.
Don't be shy, the arcade abides.
Okay, I know you pulled that
07.
in, but the other
Quote
ones don't count. So what are you still
155.
doing? Are you grabbing the
Quote
rest? Oh, she is.
155.
All right.
I can
I
hit
can go
that
to
sex
level
toy.
2 on this.
DT, November
Do
4th,
do 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 do
2025.
do 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 do. Nice. Nice. Hit that like button. Getting the heel root growing in. So we have rice, we have potatoes, a little bit more potatoes down here as well. We have heel root growing in. This one is for smoke leaf. This one is for strawberries. And this one is for cotton. Because it is a fabric of our lives. She's hunting that raccoon. She got that dog in her. Where's the raccoon? Oh, he's over there. Run, raccoon, run! Alright, I'll slow this down. Oh, there's more berries down here. Speaking of berries, did she just leave the other berries? Where were those at? Those were up here, weren't they? Damn, there's so many damn berry bushes that just came ripe. Tons of them. Where were the berries at? I'm pausing it. Pause, pause, pause. Where the hell was that at? Where was it, right here? Dude, all of them are ripe. Damn, that's crazy. Uh-oh. That's one dead tortoise right there, I'll tell you what. Lots of this all ready to go too, right? Yep, that's ready to go. Now I know you can build the little farm things and you can put those in and they do work, which I'll showcase right here in fact, because this is a good show to do it. So you go into grow zone and you build the grow zone to encompass all of the plants that you're trying to gather or to basically grab from without completely killing the plant. I think that's how that's supposed to work, right? So the way that you do that, and after you select it, you go back in, but you turn off the sowing, leaving the cutting on. So they'll come in, they'll harvest what they need, or you can also set it to harvest, right? And it'll harvest most of the plant, but leave it so it's still alive, and you can come back and gather more in the future. Why are these not all selected? That's a lot of gather. Hunter and gathering. Is it south? I don't know anymore. Because the berries aren't in here. That's why I'm asking. Alright, go back to normal speed and we'll jump back to her. In progress. She didn't get anywhere. She's going back to rest. Not on my watch, you're not, Missy. You're gonna go harvest these. There we go. Because that's right by the base. Well, okay. Close enough to the base. Close enough! Close enough that it's out of the range of hand grenades. Especially at a horse. Well, I mean, it depends on how hard you can chuck a horseshoe. Actually, now that I think about it, depends on how well you can chuck a hand grenade. Get a good time, I guess Tom Brady spiral on that bitch and it's gone. Okay, please tell me you're gonna. I want to watch her because I want to make sure that she's actually going to take the berries with her when she goes back. I am speeding up to 3 times speed. A meteorite of compacted plasteel. Wow. Alright. It's up here? Where's that at? That's northeast of us. Okay. Back to her. Oh, she didn't hear the bang of it coming down. Oh! Okay, cool. Somebody else is coming out to get it. Hot damn. Alright, that's cool. Let's go check out that impact site. Wow. Alright, so we will go in. Getting plasteel this early is a crazy boon. That's kind of cool. That's a gift. I don't see why we shouldn't gather that. Because, like, for example, making this, making the, I can talk, not having a seizure, promise. Making the freezer out of plasteel would make it significantly tougher and might even help keep it a little bit cooler. I'm still going to go double, put granite walls on the outside. That is the plan. That's going to always be the plan. But, yeah. And this is just wood. Actually, we'll shrink that down just a bit. And they're still out here sewing. And what is she doing? She's having a moment. She's gonna go relax socially. Why don't you worry about the generator first? That might be a better idea. And he's gonna go lay down. Alright. Speed it up. Nah. And then you can go lay down. Ow, my knee. That's what I get for having it propped. I can't feel my leg. Can't feel my leg, Sarge. I can't feel my leg. Now, this is not a good thing as far as our power. We can build another couple of those, but honestly, it's going to eat through wood. It eats through wood pretty fast. And I don't think anybody has a high enough plant skill. No, nobody has a high enough plant skill for us to make trees or make our own little tree preserve. So we're gonna have to start really getting back to the deforesting again. Looks like to me. Oh, and there's still money sitting outside. 60 silver. What you doing, doofus? We need to find you a mate, doofus. That would be kind of cool. Is there any? There's no other donkeys on this map, are there? No, but there's a lot of hair. And some rats. And guinea pigs. And we'll try taming the yaks. Why not? Why not? We've got a large enough pen. Lynx, cougar, we have to worry about. Tortoises are just tough to take down because, ironically, their shell makes them incredibly durable. Buffalo, not yet. Not yet. Honestly, I would rather have the yaks because the muffalo, I think the muffalo provide you with wool. With their muffalo wool, I think. Don't quote me on that. I don't know for certain. But I know the yaks provide milk. So there's an additional byproduct because I don't think yaks will carry supplies like muffalo will. So you cannot use yak as herd animals, but you can use them as livestock. To my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong, or really close to it, just not right spot on. So it's versatile to have both. And that large a pen, we probably could get away with both, but again, I don't want to run when we should still be crawling. And no, you know what? You did not clean up your own vomit, dude. You know what? No, you get on that now. Then you can do whatever you're gonna do. Because my goodness, that's sick. What's wrong with you? Sicko. Fellowship of the Bling. Alright, what is it at now? 4.84? Not too shabby. And he's in there cooking. Probably should have moved the light a little closer, now that I think about it. Because it's too dark for him to cook very well. Like, I don't know why the light was all the way over the other side. That's funny, actually. Well, to reconnect, there we go. That was quick. That's some service, I'll tell you what. Tells you what. Oh. Yeah. Okay, I do have it all. Nice, 4 meals. Blammo. How long is that going to take? Spoils in 4 days. It's not going to survive 4 days anyway. But, sounds really good. Alright, we'll go to second speed, but I don't want to go any higher than that for any real length of time. Where are you going? Oh, going down to get the bears. Alright, he's going down to get the berries. He's still sowing, she's still sleeping. Sowing and sleeping. Do you guys like how I do the titles, by the way? Where every single episode is the number and the associated letter and whatever 2 words that I can go in and grab it.
Sub.
It's been fun.
Please slap the like button for Sin.
It has been fun. Whoa! Hold on. I need you before you go that far. Prioritize getting that, and then you can grab those berries and take them all at the same time. Oh, you gotta eat that? What are you doing? Going for a walk? No, 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 no. What are you doing? You... Okay. And where are you going? Rob base? Oh, damn, he's going all the way out here. Yeah, good shit. Good shit. That tortoise is dead, man. Okay, can you hit it or no? Grab that too. Can you hit? It's just a guinea pig. He's just a guinea pig. Somebody should make a song about that. You know what? Actually, I need you to just stop. Why don't you come back over here and focus on this stuff after all? Because we're going to get further with the berries at this point, I think. That one not ready to go? No, no, it's not. At least with the berries we can grab right now. So maybe you stop with the hunting, because you're not doing it very well. 3 and 4. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Eventually she's going to be a badass. That's the thing. That's what I'm hoping. We'll train her. We can make her into a bigger, better badass. The power is hers. I believe. Do you believe? I believe. However, I also believe that I'm getting tired, and we have a stream tomorrow. Tomorrow will be City Skylines Remastered. We're returning back to the city of Chamois in our 26th episode. We're going to be going back now that the city has hit over 100,000 people. There's a bunch of different reform that I have to go in, take a look, and see if there's different things that I can solve. It may mean that a bunch of people get moved or moved out of the city. It depends on how that all goes. But I am wrapping it up. We'll be done in about 10
Agreed.
minutes. I'm going to see if there's somebody that we can raid. So please be patient for that. I just want to let you guys know that instead of going the full
Join the
4 hours today,
multi-discipline Sins
I only
Arcade
have
Discord.
I have 10 minutes left in the tank. So I appreciate you.
https://biscrd.gg/dfav8bfn43.
Oh, no, it was going. Okay. Um, but tomorrow we will be revisiting back to the city of Chamois as we go back in and make some pretty big, I would like to say, reform changes. There's a bunch of things that I'd like to address regarding the
O7
transportation and making sure that people get around.
Side
Maybe
chat.
going back in and putting, no, Zesty. All right, we love you. Thank you so much, Zesty. Appreciate you being here. Um, so for example, like trying to get to put a tram tracks in the center
3005 Watchers
of
gaming face.
of roads that go around the city. So, for example, in the old Fruit Glen district that I know we
O7 you're
renamed, but
done
for the
with.
life of me I can't remember. No, I'm not done
Take
yet.
care Zesty.
Not yet. Done in 10 minutes. 10 minutes done. Um um
Head pats
where was I?
Zesty.
So yeah, so like doing something like that, infrastructure like that too, where I have to go back in. But by and large, the rest of it will just be
Oakley's.
going and tweaking other things to make sure that policies are set up the right way,
Grinning face.
that while we're cash positive most of the time, day and night, so that we can start really playing back, and come back. But I'm not entirely
Join the
sure because we were only on
multi-discipline Sins Arcade
eight or
Discord.
nine tiles out of the full
450
25.
plus
So if
mods.
we're already at 100,000,
https
as
colon
long as we
slash
don't
slash
break the whole thing, I'm pretty sure
biscrd.gg
we
slash
could probably hit at least
bfn8bfn43.
150,000 before Chamois is done.
Thank you for
At the
watching.
very least, that'd be
Your
kind of cool.
support means more than you
I'm
know,
surprised they
even
even
if
got
you
to
are not
100,000.
chatting. Don't be
Especially the way
shy,
the
we
city's
are
set
chat
up and
vibes.
designed. So there's
O7.
going to be some sweeping changes, and I hope you guys will check that out. It'll be at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard, Arizona time. I am in Arizona. Um, or 6 p.m. Eastern Standard, -7 UTC. Uh, check your local bat listing, back channel, etc., etc. And then next week, like I said, the schedule will change, but I will be posting on the YouTube channel and as well inside the Sins Arcade Discord. Our community has been around for almost 10 years as well, and Discord. We started back in 2016 on Discord. All 450 plus members inside the Discord. We cover a lot of different things beyond games, but the best way to stay in touch and keep up is to either become a YouTube member and join our Discord, or just join Discord in general. Um, and so yeah, I appreciate you guys all being here, but we're not just done yet. We're getting there. 13th day of April, May. 13th day of April, May. We're getting there. Now, for more Rimworld, I am working on a first gear tips and tricks survival vanilla type of video, and hopefully I should have that out Friday. Wednesday we'll probably not have another video, or we'll not have another stream. I may have a video out Wednesday. I'm not entirely sure what that video will be. It'll be cobbled together from whatever I have left on the PlayStation 5 that I need to actually get off the pot type of thing and actually edit and put together the video. Thursday and Friday will be Rimworld streams.
You can donate or
And
support
Friday
in
we'll have
multiple
that
ways
first
now.
tips
Super
and
chats,
tricks video.
YouTube memberships,
Like I said,
and
the script
using
is
the
already
Cash
written now.
App
It's just a matter of putting
auto-redemption.
the scenes together for that
Thank you
too.
for your
And then
call.
Saturday will be our City Skylines streams. That's normally how the schedule goes. But if there's any changes, I'll let you guys know inside the Sins Arcade Discord. Always in the Discord. I appreciate you all for being here. Hit that like button. Consider subscribing. And then there's also donation options if you ever feel frivolous enough to be able to provide. I appreciate it. I know it's tough out there. Thank you for the consideration at the very least. More importantly, thank you for spending the time just watching, listening, hanging out. We appreciate you, and the arcade is. Oh, they did. Yay! There you go. See, that's a pukey potato plant if I've ever seen one. Now, the dandelions are not as pretty as the daylily, but they still are pretty. So it does make the area kind of pretty in that regard. Once it's all set up and done, daylilies are your better bet, but daylilies aren't as nutritious for the animals, and they don't grow back nearly as fast for the animals. How is he doing as far as his health? We can't train him to do anything. Um, Plenty of food, I guess. He's sleeping right now. He's That's what he says. That's what it looks like he's doing. Looks like he's sleeping. Name is Doofus. All right. So they are getting there. Go back here to the names. Rob Boss. All right. Let me look and see who is live that we can raid. Poor man raid style. Oh my goodness, pardon me. Excuse me. Boom.
Did you know there is a playlist for the video you're
Da da
watching?
da da.
Check the channel page for
Um.
more playlists
Okay,
and
let's
the
try this again.
adventures contained within.
That is the right. Thank you. Into there. And down here. 14 likes? Wow, guys, you rock. Thank you so much. Um, Babel Builder is playing Dominion 6. Dominions is a crazy game too. Let me tell you, that's insane. All right, hold on. Let me go in here and see if there's any other lives that we can go to so we can raid. City Planner plays. Let's build Merrill's downtown. Ooh, Onsetter's doing the No Man's Sky community night. Dang, that's a really tough one between all three. I don't see anybody else who's running
Thank you
or
for
streaming
watching.
Rimworld right now.
Your support
I
means more
don't
than you
see
know,
anybody
even
else,
if you are not
but
chatting.
and
Welcome
normally I
Chap,
try
the
to
arcade
to
gods.
reach
07.
down and help with smaller channels. Babel Builder is larger than I am. City Planner Plays significantly larger than I am. Onsetter might be the best bet, but the people who are here normally don't strike me, who are here for Rimworld, or don't strike me as a No Man's Sky type of person. Or I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say anything bad. I'm just saying, you need a little bit more oomph to your stuff. So I'm gonna post for Babel Builder because Dominions 6 is a little bit closer. If it's not your style, it's not your style. But at least I wanted to give the options that you have. So let's go back in here and throw that into chat here. Let's use an hashtag arcade raid. So with Babel, I don't think you need to be a subscriber. But what we're going to use is a hashtag arcade raid. There we go. We're going to go with that one. I want to thank you all again for being here. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Consider becoming a member or donating in the future. The arcade is strictly a lot of different games, a lot of different things, trying to make people just to help themselves get better through their lives and have a little bit of challenge along the way, even mentally, because challenge is what helps you grow. You learn through failure. Mistakes are made, lessons are learned, and that's how you continue to grow. Let's go raid Babel Builder right now in Dominion 6 with hashtag arcade raid. I love and appreciate you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. It's supposed to be a hashtag arcade raid. I will see you guys tomorrow. And consider joining the Discord to stay up to date. And just a general chat, hangout. We do hangouts every Saturday morning, my time, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We do a hangout for the entire arcade members. Everybody who's there can join in and just hang out if you want. So hope to see you there too. See you next time. 07. Let's go raid! Raiders, let's go! Take care, guys. Let's go raid in.